when you guys are hopping in here, can you let me know how the sound is? Because it's really, really hella hot, and I have the air conditioner on, but if it's gonna mess with the sound, I will turn it off. So guys, please let me know how the sound is once you are joining. That goes for the replay crew too. You can let me know. I mean, I'm not suggesting that on pre-recorded videos I would have the air conditioner on, but maybe for lives. Let's set up the chat while you guys are starting to hop in here. That looks good. How's everybody doing today? I would love to hear how everyone is doing. While I am setting this up. Okay, that looks good. Johnny Depp. Well, well, well. That is quite a handle. If only you were the real Johnny Depp. I don't think Johnny Depp actually publicizes his handle, though. I would be shocked if he did. How's the sound? Please let me know how the sound is, guys. Hello, Nikki, my darling. Good morning to you, too. It's evening. Well, we're heading into the evening over here. It's 5:14 Pacific Standard Time, but let me see if you're... What time is it over there for you? I'm all confused about the... Yes. Hello, Sabrina. Diddy did only get 4 years. Oh, the sound is good. Okay, excellent. Because it's really hot, and right now with the air conditioner on, I have the air, it's literally blowing right, hello Steve, it is literally blowing right onto me and it's cooling me down. So, I mean, I would turn it off if I would have to, but it's nice to have the option of actually having the air conditioning on right now. 10:15 in Aus, oh, how beautiful for you. Oh, yeah, 4 years. Oh. So we got some stuff to talk about today. We're going to be doing a lot of talking about this and a lot more. Steve, honey, I do need to stay cool. I do need to stay cool. Steve, honey, when it gets really, really busy in here, can you do me a favor? Because you know I tend to fall behind on the comments. So can you... If you see that I'm really behind on the comments and there's a lot of people in here, can you just like leave a comment in the chat and let everybody know that I'm behind on the comments? Because I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring them or that I'm not seeing their I'm not seeing their comments at the time that they make the comment. I'm actually like catching up to it later. So if you could just let people know when they're leaving comments for me that I'm behind on comments. I'm behind on reading the comments and I'm behind on commenting on their comments. Thank you. And I also have it set up that only subscribers can comment. And if somebody is new to the channel, they have to subscribe for 1 whole minute before they can leave some sort of a comment. So we're going to see if that's going to do anything to deter the trolls, because the trolls have been they've been extra trolly lately. And you know what? It's too fucking hot. I don't have the bandwidth to deal with the trolls today. I'm sorry. I don't. I got a really weird comment on one of my videos. On the video, it's an older video of mine. It's on Elvis. And the person came in and she's like, why are you lying? So, like, let's break down what the word lie means. It's like, I don't even know what the Webster's Dictionary exact definition is. My understanding, thank you Steve, my understanding of what a lie is somebody that is willfully misreporting something, knowing the truth of the matter and choosing not to speak the truth. Okay, if I'm doing a psychic read into a person and I haven't done a lick of research about the person in advance, where's the lie? I'm not seeing the lie. We're putting out an APB, where's the lie? There's not a lie. Hello, Kristen, my darling. You know what? You guys being here, you guys ain't lying. My lips, they ain't lying. I'm not a liar. I see things in the energy and I report it. That doesn't have to be for everybody and I am perfectly okay. If it is in fact not work for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, because maybe I'm like motherfucking ayahuasca. Definitely not ayahuasca. Something nicer. I gotta be like, I don't know, like MDMA or something. I'm MDMA. I'm not tea. I'm not water. I'm not an energy drink. I'm not demonic. I'm not satanic. There we go. How's everyone? Hello, Candace. I am so glad that you are here, honey. All right. So should we talk about Diddy? We'll talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. I got some thoughts based on a video that I recorded this week, which I will try my absolute hardest to get out for you guys on Tuesday. Because here's the thing. Who wants to watch a movie made by Faye? The video is 2.5 hours long. So just wondering, like, who wants to watch a 2.5 hour video made by Faye? Because if you don't watch the video all the way through, you're literally not going to be getting everything out of it. So it's like going to the movie, but home, watching it, where you can pause it anytime you want to. Because some wild fucking shit came in, and it actually does apply to P. Diddy as well. So we got a lot to talk about. Hello, Trey. I am so glad that you are here. I'm so glad that everybody is here. 4 years.
You mean 50 months?
50 months.
Which is barely any time.
Why? What did your 3D research unearth?
That's 4 years, 2 months. And he didn't. There apparently. Okay, so here's what happened. So there was an over.
We're gonna get filled in by Pip right now.
According
3D facts, according to Pip.
According to the judge, there was overwhelming evidence.
Yes.
First of all, can you spell Mom, can I say it?
The actual words of what he was. Yeah.
What?
That just hit me. Can you say the actual words?
No, not what he was convicted of, but what the thing he was convicted of is. Really, because they're the same thing.
I think we can say what it is. It's, well, careful, watch your body.
Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Okay,
Do you know what the word means? I really hope not. I really, really hope my 10-year-old doesn't know what Diddy was convicted of. That would be slightly alarming.
Mom, you
Hey, Nicole,
literally
honey.
read it.
I know, but do you know what the word means?
Here's what he actually was convicted of. He was convicted of transporting people to commit prostitution.
Do you know what prostitution is?
What?
Do you know what the word prostitution means?
Hey, Mom.
Am I failing as a parent, guys?
Mom.
Oh my god.
Mom.
Oh my god, I need some water. Can you bring me my water, honey? I need to like do something with my hair. It's
No.
right there.
No, it's not. This is.
I gotta go and get my water. I'm sorry. Oh, why thank
Here,
you.
on one condition, I get
What?
to take a sip.
Okay,
Okay.
You would really think that I would do something before my hair before I came on, but no.
Mom,
Okay, yes.
No, you once talked about what prostitution is while I was home on a thing.
Shit, I did?
Yeah.
Bad mommy.
Bad.
Really bad mommy. Really, really bad. By the way, so last week this was a makeup channel. You guys saw me applying makeup on the live stream. Today we're a hair channel because you see me fluffing my hair.
Mom, how about this?
We're talking about all the things that we don't usually talk about and that it actually has nothing to do with the channel at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey.
And you told me to go into the other room, but hey, I have ears.
Yes, you do have
People
ears.
do have ears.
Yes.
So, Mom,
Yes, honey.
so,
How are you looking, guys?
Diddy was facing 20 years.
Yes, he
There
was
was
facing 20 years.
According to the judge, there was an overwhelming amount of evidence.
Yes.
He pled not guilty. He was facing 20 years. He got less than 5.
So let's talk about it, guys. Thank you for bringing us up to speed.
And because of like time served and stuff for good behavior, he'll probably serve about 30 months, which is less than 3 years.
Okay, thank
It's
you.
2.5 years.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's full of righteous indignation right now. I don't know if you guys saw, like he was really agitated. He's like, this is not right. This is not just. This is not fair. Welcome to the criminal justice system in America. It is not just, it is not right, and it is not fair. Let me catch up on comments, and then we'll talk about Diddy and all the things that you guys want to talk about. Trey, A lot of times I find your videos way more fascinating than any movie, but I'm a spirit nerd. I gotta tell you, Trey, then you are going to really gobble up Tuesday's video. It's so damn long that every time I try to edit it in iMovie ends up crashing. I have had to like reboot my phone and to iMovie 10 times a day just to get through editing this video because it's literally 2.5 hours long. So yeah, and it's, I think, to date my wildest video in my humblest of opinions. Humble. Candace, love little man has so much energy and light. Yes. I'm a little concerned that he might know what the word prostitution means though, but he didn't answer, so maybe he doesn't know. Hello, Simone, my darling. I am glad that you are here, honey. Candace, I tell my boys what this stuff is. I want them to know the reality of the world. Yep. Yes, money does rule the world. But it's not just money. It goes deep. It goes deep. Simone, happy Friday, everyone. Sending you all a big hug. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for shouting that out, Simone. So, I live across the street from a public school, and Pip and I were coming home from running errands earlier today. So sometimes I can't park on my own block. So I either circle or I park like on the corner, and when I can see that somebody like picks up their kid and drives away, I'll just sit there and wait until I can see a spot opens up. So while I was waiting for a spot to open up, we were sitting in the car. I had just heard that he was sentenced, so I had gone into ChatGPT and I was asking like all of these questions of ChatGPT, like, oh, according to the judge when he was sentencing Diddy, there was all of this overwhelming evidence, right? He could have served 20 years. He got 4 years and 2 months, right? Okay. So I was like, what gives? Because yes, two things can be true simultaneously, but we have overwhelming evidence and he's not getting the maximum sentence. So which is it? So I was asking all of these questions of ChatGPT to get like really clear on the matter. Okay, so how does, I don't know if I can say the word, how does the trafficking of humans differ from prostitution? Because the maximum was 20 years, he only got 4 and 2 months, if we're gonna get technical. My friends out there that are secret agent Smiths, that wanna accuse me of lying. Anyway, so what it actually comes down to is the law. There's different codes. Even if in our understanding they would be considered one and the same, under the eyes of the law, it is considered different. So according to I don't remember what the code is, there's different codes for them, but according to the eyes of the law, prostitution is when somebody is willingly going across state lines, knowing that they are going with the intention of having sex with another person. But in the eyes of the law, the trafficking of humans is when there's any level of coercive control, manipulation, or bullying that's involved. Okay, so now that we understand in the eyes of the law how it differs, pray tell, when the judge also mentioned what Diddy had done to Cassie was like despicable, because he had abused her and he had tormented her. Like, I'm sorry, like, she was transported across state lines for the purpose of having sex with other people, and it was coercive control. So how was he not found guilty under coercive control when the judge acknowledged that's what's going on? Does anybody want to guess while I catch up on comments over here? Candace, I know it's not just money. I was trying. Yes, I got you, honey. Candace, if that was me, I would have got 40 to life. Yep, because it's rules for thee, but not for me. It's different rules based on your status, your caste system, your tier. Not tears that you cry. Like the level in the world that you are on, we get treated differently. Simone, I agree with you, Candace. If it was any of us, we'd get the max. Simone, good thing is it would never be any of us. That's right, honey. Team high vibe all the way. Candace, if you are drugging them, they have no idea what they are doing. How are they willing? And if there's a level of coercive control that's involved. So Simone is asking, is the judge part of the club? I cannot answer for every single judge in America, but I will say this. There's a little tiny glimpse of what was shown to me in looking into Tuesday's topic. Again, 2.5-hour video. My best to date, this is like it's literally one tiny portion of the whole video, and that's why I'm willing to share it with you guys. So, our entire justice system is Masonic. Does that explain everything we need to know? Courthouses in America, many of the courthouses in America were laid, like the foundation or the cornerstone of a courthouse was laid in a Masonic ceremony. Says everything we need to know, right? So let's go back. Let's find one of my 7 trillion notebooks over here where I have a drawing. Hold on. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Here we go. So, the world's greatest visual aid. Hello, Franca, my darling. I'm glad that you were here. In my opinion, the world's greatest aid. Visual aid. You got Big Daddy Satan up top. Under Big Daddy Satan, you got the 13 bloodline families, which is his progeny. Underneath that, we have the Cabal. Under the Cabal, we have the Freemasons. What is starting to be shown to me is because again, this is why I always tell you guys are kind of learning, you're kind of growing with me as my channeling gifts and abilities are growing. So that's why I tell people, go back to the beginning. You know, you don't have to watch all of my content, but go back, find things that interest you, start at the bottom and work your way up, because my gifts were not what they are, not even close to what they are now. So as I'm doing this more and more, and as my guides are sharing more with me, and as is being revealed more and more to me, the information is going to subtly change because I'm seeing things differently. So I would even say in some cases, the Freemasons and the Cabal would share the same line. They're one and the same. Because that's what's I'm starting to learn through this channeling process. Let's leave that over there in case we need it a little bit later on. Of course it's Masonic. Candace, everyone has a price that they are willing to take, and everyone has one weakness. Right, so that's what I always have shared with you guys. How does the club get people? How do they break them? How do they mold them? How do they shape them? It's what is that person's arrogance? What is their, right, and it's not necessarily like a literal arrogance, but it's like what is most meaningful to that one person that without it life would cease to have color and would cease to have any meaning. Because when they know what that is, they will use that to manipulate a person. So that's exactly what you're saying, Candace. That is always able to be found if you're willing to look. I am an addict. Trust me when I say everyone has a cost. Yep. Candace, recovered addict. That is, I got out of the grips of hell and lived to tell about it and to help others fight. And God bless you for that. Simone, the illustration helped. Thanks for them. You guys like the illustrations, and I'm more than happy to share them. So here's the thing. The Tuesday's video, again, part of the reason it's 2.5 hours long, is there's a lot of visual aids that I am including into it, because not everybody learns by hearing. Some people learn by seeing. I'm a visual learner. Yeah, sure, I like listening to podcasts all fucking day long. I learn by seeing. I'm a visual person. So if I'm a visual person and I know that I learn by seeing things, why would I deprive people of what I know works for me? So the video has a lot of like visual aids tucked into it as well. So yes, I understand the need for the visual aids, and that's why I like working with them. Jamie, my darling, I am very glad that you are here, honey. Hello, loves. No hearing aids, they're broke, so bear with me. I'll do my best to understand. We're just happy that you're here, honey. Candace, and we love your guides. I really think they do. I mean, but again, we're biased. I think we can all agree we're biased over here. Yes, Jamie is a very hard worker. Every time we're going live, oh my God, Jamie. Oh shit, I forgot. I gotta go to work tonight. I love you, Jamie. Candace, hey Jamie, and anyone else that I didn't see. So, have we all hit the thumbs up button? Yes, even you, Jamie. I know that you're getting ready for work. I know. Yes, he did only get 4 years. Yes. So, Masonic court system. Rules for thee, but not for me. Right? So, it's a tiered system. As much as we think that it's not, it is very much a tiered system. It's a modern day caste system, just like they had in India. They're just not going to tell us that's what it is, but that's what it is. Oh, Jamie, I literally forgot I had to go to work. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have any trolls tonight. Maybe I need to take off that I need to take off that setting and allow people to comment over here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Or do you guys actually like when it's a little bit more calm and quiet over here? Candace, I can't say I'm surprised that he only got 4. I actually think he was walking out of... So the only reason that I didn't think he was going to walk out a free man was because he was detained this entire time. And I was like, well, if they're detaining him, I think there's probably a good chance that he's going to get some prison time. That was the only reason that I had actually thought that. Jamie, so does that mean he gets out like 2 years and people will disappear and be unalived when he is out? Really good question. So he will probably get out in about 2.5 to 3, maybe 3.5 years, absolute maximum. Is he here's the thing, just like the mob bosses from days of yore, they don't have to be free to unalive people because they all have lieutenants. They all have the generals. They all have the privates, if you will. They can hand down directives from prison and they can get people unalived anyway. One has nothing to do with the other. But again, I'm going to remind you, a lot of the things that we see playing out are actually reveals, and it's going to be a breadcrumb for future people that start to wake up. So even if our eyes were looking at it and because again, I've shared with you guys time and again, there's this whole separate trial that we don't know about. Because I have done a members exclusive video on Diddy, and what was shown to me is there's multiple things that are happening simultaneously. There's the one that is happening, Ben Columbia, I only just subscribed to tell you to lay off the Botox, cause damn. Does that mean it's working? Thank you so much. Thank you. I always wanted to look like an AI bot. Thank you for letting me know that it's working. Because who wants to look real when I could look fake, right? But I'm glad that you subscribed, Ben. Thank you, honey. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. Love you. Okay, bye. Okay. So there's multiple things that are happening simultaneously. There's the reveal that's happening, so-called in front of the veil, and then there's the reveal that's happening actually behind the veil. By the way, Ben, I can move my eyebrows. Do you see that? Look, up and down, and ooh, I got facial expressions happening. Okay, so I don't need to lay off on the Botox, baby. Maybe you need some Botox. I got a good person. I can hook you up if you want a good person, okay? All right, so there's multiple things that are happening simultaneously. There's the reveal that's happening in front of the veil, and then there's the stuff that's happening behind the veil that we don't see and we don't know. And what we don't see and we don't know is the military tribunals. Because in the members exclusive video that I had done on P. Diddy, it was shown to me there's a lot of people that are going down, and we are just getting like a trickle of the breadcrumb of the information that's coming out to act as some sort of a reveal in the future. Because if you guys remember, my members that have seen that video, they haven't told us everything that's going on. They just told us about, these freak-offs. Because people can get behind the idea of thinking, yeah, people in Hollywood are fucking freaks. I mean, they are. But people can get behind that idea that they're sexual deviants. Yeah, they're freaks, whatever. And the whole idea that this, like, trafficking of humans was introduced into the trial, that's a breadcrumb for later. Even if he wasn't found guilty of it, it's a breadcrumb. It's to show that this is actually what's going on. Yes, honey? Oh.
I was one.
You were such a
This was
nugget.
from like 25 days after
You,
that.
I wish I could share that with everyone because it's such a tender picture, but I can't.
Maybe we'll cut out me somehow.
No, I don't want to share. No. Because I'm not vain. I don't, no.
You want mommy. You
I'm
said.
not.
I said it.
Let's catch up on some comments. Let me move my eyebrows around to show I actually do not need to lay off the Botox, not even a little bit. But thanks, Ben. Thanks for your concern. Nicole, I like it chill. I can focus on you and not the comments. I can hear that. Hello. Oh, is that Beth, my darling? There's a glare on the screen. No, that's Nikki. I do enjoy hearing you put the trolls in their place, though. I mean, look, this dude was honest. He's like, I subscribed just to tell you to lay off the Botox. I think I have always shared with you guys, if a troll is at least creative in some way, I can get behind that. I can't get behind people that don't have like a unique or original thought in their head. I can't. Like, if a troll is gonna at least be witty, I can get behind that. But like a not witty troll, yawn. Sorry, can't. Sorry. Candace, I see what you're saying. I was thinking time served. Jamie, true. Steve, they all have dirty privates. Candace, but he can get anyone out now, but say in one word. Yes. Nicole, damn, savage. Candace, someone is jealous they don't have your great skin. And they don't have my great Botox lady either. I mean, I'm willing to share the name of I won't share her with the troll because she's too precious. But like, I'll share the name of the place. Go in there, troll. Tell them that Faye sent you. I'll get, money off my next Botox treatment. I'm okay with that. I did actually just recently get Botox, but I don't think it started working yet. These things take weeks to set in. And I will always be honest with you guys. I do get Botox. I do. And I'm very, very proud of it. Yes, I know I'm injecting toxic shit into my face. I also happen to put toxic bleach on my scalp. Pick your poison. I won't drink poison water, but I will bleach the fuck out of my scalp. I won't eat seed oils, but yes, I will inject Botox into my face. Picking my poison, and I'm okay with the lane that I have chosen. Okay, so let's everybody be okay with the lane that they have chosen too. Jamie, that's it. I'm putting Faye on Bluetooth speaker. It's gonna be so loud, Sasquatch is gonna hear it out back. You know what? We love Sasquatch. We do love Sasquatches over here, so welcome them babies in. Why not? Mr. Biggs, holy eyes, they make diamonds, look like loose change. Thank you, Mr. Biggs. I appreciate you, honey. Jamie, holy shit, I can hear. Oh, I love, yes, the Sasquatch do love me, and I love them right back. Hello, Victoria. I'm glad that you made it, darling. Candace, I'm not saying anything about that I used to use Fent. I have no room to talk about anyone. Hi, Project 25. I'm glad that you're here. Titan, I like to troll, but you are beautiful inside and out, and keep it that way. Love from Portugal. Oh my God. Titan, I love you. Thank you so much for saying that. You can troll as long as you're witty. Okay? Please do not be a basic bitch troll. I cannot. I'm sorry, I just cannot. Like, if somebody is going to be witty, I'm here for it. If someone's going to be basic, Project 25 just moved a few days ago. How's that Eclipse energy working for you, honey? It sounds like it's working for you, all right. Don't mind if I treat myself to some caffeination over here. Candace, we love when you can entertain us. Hello, Shira, oh my goodness, Jody, I'm so glad you're here, honey. Victoria, did you end up getting a dish with the eye on it? I just moved it. Oh my god. I literally just moved it before I came live. It was, fuck, I just turned my TV on because my remote was on it. I just turned the TV on that never gets turned on. I'm ready to sell my TV, guys. I don't turn this shit on. Movies that I used to enjoy, I don't even enjoy anymore. They just don't do it for me any longer. It's my TV has an expiration date. It's gonna be gone very, very soon. I did literally just move it. I can't, guys. I love it too much. I can't part with it. Here's the thing. Free will, right? I'm not above anybody over here just because I'm on YouTube and just because I'm sharing the information. I got attachment issues too. I definitely have like oppositional defiance disorder, and I definitely have some sort of attachment to non-sentient material possessions that frankly I have no business being attached to, and yet I am. I just love this too much. I just moved it. I actually put it in the sun. I was like, maybe if I put it in the sun, I want you to see the mental gymnastics I was doing to make it okay that I want to keep this dish. If I put it in the sun, you know, if you put your crystals in the sun, it cleanses the crystals, right? I was like, well, maybe if I just put the dish in the sun will cleanse the satanic energy off of it. I'm such a basic bitch, guys. I'm real too. I might have an AI face because I put too much Botox in my face. But I'm a fucking basic bitch, guys. I love that you guys remember that though. You guys are the fucking best. I know everyone's like, I got the best community. I got the best community. Okay? You guys all be the best motherfucking community on the entire YouTube. That's all I want to say about that. Yeah, I'm a basic bitch. Project 25, so glad I could make the first live since the move. You know what? Guys, can we give some hearts over here? Could we send some hearts over to Project 25? By the way, guys, I love you all, mods. I love the work that you do. It's actually, I'm thinking about this, it's going to be demoralizing. I'm trying to grow my channel, and part of the way that we grow the channel is with comments and with views. And if I'm restricting the amount of people that can comment, it's not actually helping the analytics of my channel. I'm very sorry, mods. I'm going to be that basic bitch. I'm going to have to turn off. I'm so sorry, guys. Please love me anyway. I'm going to have to turn it off because I want people to leave comments. I'm so sorry, guys. They still have to subscribe, but they can literally subscribe for a second if they want to be a troll and they want to leave a comment, and I'm okay with that. So I'm sorry, mods. I know you will love me anyway. Okay. Candace, my 8-year-old made an art project. The teacher told them to make it about what's wrong. Oh my God. What's wrong with it? I'm so curious what he made. And my son drew a box on fire, and inside the box had a... I have to say this for the replay crew. That is insane, Candace. You are raising very, 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 very wise children. Holy fucking hell. So for the replay crew, he drew... So the teacher asked them to make an art project saying what's wrong with the world. Her son drew a picture of a box on fire, and inside the box had a triangle with the eye in it. That's insane. Hello, Simply Smiles. Thank you for the hearts, honey. Jamie, your laugh is so funny, Faye. I'm a basic bitch. I'm like, first of all, I am definitely one petty ass bitch. I can tell you that for sure. But now I also can tell you I'm a basic bitch too. I just want the trolls to be better. As the content creator, I could be a basic bitch. The trolls cannot. Be better. Do better, guys. Candace, my son said that is what came in his mind when he thought about it. Does your son even know about these things? Or like, is he that psychically gifted that that is what like literally fell into his head in the moment? Because that's insane. I will email a picture. Yes, I really want to see this. This is so wild. I mean, God bless. I love that. Guys, I think being a basic bitch, like, scared everybody away. Like, 10 people just left the chat. They're like, no, I cannot watch a basic bitch, sorry. Candace, he had no idea. I asked him, that is crazy. That is fucking crazy, Candace. Project 25 Faye, do you feel Diddy will serve him? No. So nobody does. Everybody gets out on, like, good behavior. So I was reading up on this. Like, they can get, like, I forgot what it said, something like 54 days off every year for good behavior. So imagine he has good behavior. Jinx, why is the targeting of, I'm dying to know what you were going to ask me, honey. So somebody can get 54 days off every year for good behavior. So if he has a 4-year sentence, so that's over 200 days off. 200 days right there is more than half a year. So that's, and then there's additional, like, time served and this and that and blah and blah, because our entire, justice system is Masonic and corrupt, and there's a caste system that they don't tell us about. But oh fucking hell, is it in place? Candace, I have started to cleanse the house because I need to protect him. He might just also be incredibly psychically gifted, honey, and that's a beautiful thing. So, I think you guys knew, Pussycat, couple more months for him, that's it, probably. What was I going to say? I was going somewhere with something, and I don't fucking remember for the life of me what it was. It'll come to me. I hope it'll come back to me. Otherwise, it wasn't meant for me to share with you guys, so there's that. No, but I really felt like I had something I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, okay. Do you all remember, like, a couple of months ago, I was so invested in, like, the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively situation? I mean, there's not much happening with it now, so there's not, like, a lot to keep up with. But, yeah, only 4 years, Titan. That's right. In 2 years, he is out for good behavior. You got it. It's very, very interesting because I was really, really invested in the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case, and I remember there was a lot of people that were really trying to give the judge the benefit of the doubt, even though it seemed like he was blatantly biased towards Blake Lively. Now, in theory, the judge probably should have, even though I don't like using the word should have recused himself, because there's a conflict of interest, because both the judge and the judge's wife that's presiding over the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni case owns stock. Both him and his wife own stock in brands that are owned by Ryan Reynolds, who is married to Blake Lively. So that kind of seems like a conflict of interest, doesn't it? Because if this is not good for Blake Lively, then ostensibly it's not going to be good for Ryan Reynolds, and then the stock prices could actually go down. So it seems like a conflict of interest, no? Did not recuse himself. In addition to that, something just happened, like, I haven't been keeping up with it that much because I've been just real world obligations and stuff like that happening in my own life. But, I might not even be 100% reporting it accurately, but, like, there was a deposition that was supposed to happen, and the attorneys could only start at 8:30 a.m.
Are we talking about the Blake?
Yes, we're talking about the Blake Lively situation. So they could only start at 8:30 a.m. And Blake Lively's attorneys wanted to do the deposition starting at 8 a.m. Now, if the attorney cannot be present prior to 8:30, one would think that's a cut and dry case, and the judge would say no. What did the judge do? He's like, yeah, this makes perfect sense. Yeah, you gotta show up for the deposition at 8 a.m. even if your attorneys can't be present with you. Like, what? Make it make sense. So there's a lot of people that were trying to be very fair for the judge, and even now they're getting to the point where they're like, I just cannot make even any sense of this whatsoever. He's so blatantly biased. Why is he so blatantly biased? I'm sure it's not only because of the fact that he and his wife both own stock for a brand that is owned and represented publicly by Ryan Reynolds. So who's the bigger star in the case, Justin Baldoni or Blake Lively? There's a modern day caste system that is playing out currently now, today in America. So whoever is the bigger name is automatically going to get favored. Rules for thee, but not for me. Let me catch up on some comments over here. Project 25. Faye, do you see Diddy being unalived by the higher-ups or just silenced before or after his release? What we're seeing is a reveal. So I want you to remember, if we're going to be operating under the assumption that there are no white hats, then it would make sense to think that he's going to be unalived at some point, right? But the club also, just like the mob, really rewards people that don't snitch. So if Diddy didn't snitch, then they have no reason to unalive him, right? Did he sing like a canary? So he has pledged people. Did it always go the way that he wanted it to? Or did it maybe on occasion not go his way? Did he sing like a canary? They have no reason to unalive somebody if somebody does not. If they are the captain of the ship and they're going down with the ship and they're not taking anybody with them, they have no reason to unalive you. Now that's again just working with this idea that there's no white hats. There are, however, white hats. So everybody is reading from the script that they are given, right? So there's multiple things that are going on simultaneously. One of them is a lot of the things that we see playing out are a reveal. It doesn't matter that he wasn't found guilty for the trafficking of humans. The fact that that even is associated with a celebrity, because what had been shown to me that's in the members exclusive video is he was not doing the kind of trafficking that they said about here. Like, oh, he's just like flying people to another state so they could, have sex at a freak off. No. We're talking like major trafficking of humans, like with other countries, with like the fucking mafia. Not like, oh, just flying somebody to another state for a fucking freak off. They're trying to slowly red pill people by associating these terms with celebrities because it's a way to kind of do a reveal and desensitize people and to stop worshiping the false idols. So it doesn't matter if he's going to be unalived or not. I don't see that anyway, though, because again, there's another reveal that's going out simultaneously. Candace, he has time served. Does that count? I'm sure it does. Pussycat only served 85%. If that, I would even say. Nicole, the Blake situation really captured, it really did capture my consciousness. Holy fucking hell. I don't know what because you know what it is though? To me, the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni situation is also showing, just like everything else, that there's a caste system in place. And there really is. Jamie, okay, gotta go change for work. Please pray I can get my limbs through my clothing without running into walls or falling over. BRB. Jamie, I think that you can do it. In fact, I know you can. Pussycat, yes, 14 months served counts minus the 4 years and minus 85%. Oh, thank you. So these are, I actually had my eyebrows I think the term is microbladed. And I think I'm going to go back and have a touch-up because I actually want them thicker. I mean, you guys can feel free to weigh in, just like the troll who said I was doing too much Botox. You guys can weigh in, but I actually wanted them a little bit, I am. It's not like I'm not happy with them. I just wanted them thicker. Simply Smile, who were Melchior, Balthazar, and Gaspar, aside from them being the three wise men, specifically their religious beliefs? I'm confused. Are you asking me 3D facts or behind the veil? Because 3D, I mean, if you guys are watching my videos, I think you can see it pains me to read the 3D facts. Like, I'm like fucking robotic when I read it. I don't like doing 3D facts, not even a fucking little bit. It's like the energy reading is where I shine. Okay, I'll read it because I think it lends context, but like, I want to withdraw from this fucking 3D place as much as I can. Jinx, why does it seem that targeting spiritual seekers for violence is on the rise now? Every other day there is something. I have noticed that also, in fact. I feel like there's a lot of negative comments that are being made. Like, oh, if you read tarot cards, you're demonic. Oh, if you're a psychic, you're actually connecting to demons on the other side. My guess is, because as I have shared, everything in the world has been infiltrated at this point. Religion as a whole has been corrupted, and I think it's been, a lot of these religious ideas have all, like modern day ideas have also been corrupted, where people are saying like, oh, if you're a psychic, you're actually connecting to like demons. Where the fuck are people getting that? And more than where are people getting it from, I kind of even want to know, like, how did this become a thing? Like, this is literally the rhetoric I'm seeing everywhere now. Everywhere I'm seeing. So, Nick from Sobering Stories, he did an amazing video on, what was this week's video? On Prince. If you guys have not yet checked out Nick at Sobering Stories, chef's kiss. He is dismantling the Matrix, but he does it through 3D research. Love his content, love his videos. So he had done a video this week on Prince, and the sponsor of the video is a woman that did Akashic Records. So he was talking, I mean, and it makes sense. If somebody is sponsoring a video, you're going to call them out. And there's all of these trolls that are going in and they're commenting, and they're like, Akashic Records aren't real. Somebody that reads the Akashic Records, they're actually connecting to demons. Like, so this is the approved narrative now. Anybody that's a spiritual seeker of any kind, it doesn't matter if you're using tarot, if you're a psychic, if it's Akashic, if it's fucking reading tea leaves, it doesn't fucking matter. Looking at patterns in the cloud and reading that, oh, we're all connecting to demons. So when you're starting to see the same repetitious message over and over and over again, it's an agenda. It is designed to undermine us because more and more people are actually waking up right now. And because so many people are waking up right now, they're actually trying to undermine the real spiritual seekers and the real truth seekers as well, and the real truth speakers. So it's a concerted effort to undermine us. That's what it is. Victoria, I would love to know how the story of how you discovered your channeling gifts. What was it like when it first started? Scary as fuck. Scary as fuck. Because this is back in the early 1980s, so there was no fucking internet that my mom could just do a quick Google search. So I said, I remember, this is before we had moved to the house my mom lives in now. We moved there when we were 4. So it was definitely, I would say I was probably 3 years old, because our memory really gets baked around 3 years old, seeing paranormal events that could not be explained, and they scared the living crap out of me. And then being the weird chick that could see dead people. Being the weird chick, I'm going to my friend's house and I would be like, going with it. This is a story I always share. I went to a friend's house with another mutual friend. And as soon as we got there, I said to my friend, I was like, we have to leave. She's like, why? We just got here. I was like, no, the energy's off. She's like, what the fuck do you mean the energy? I mean, I don't think she said fuck. She's like, what do you mean the energy's off? I was like her parents just fought. We can't be here. The energy is off. The energy is off. People look at you like you're fucking whacked. Going to a friend's house and knowing, when I was older, my friends just had sex, I want to get the fuck out of here. I worked so hard to suppress my gifts and abilities because I wanted, like everybody else, to fit in with the Joneses. You're never too young to be indoctrinated to fit the fuck in, right? You know what? We're not actually, if you're weird like me, if you're here, right? You're not meant to fit in. None of y'all. You're all meant to stand out. We all have some sort of meaning and purpose that doesn't fit in with the Matrix. We're actually meant to dismantle it. Congratulations, guys, you're dismantling the Matrix with me. If you don't fit in, if you never felt like you fit in, it's because you're not meant to fit in. So if you're here, if you're with me, if you felt like you never fit in, congratulations. It's because you're meant to do something bigger and not meant to fit in. So that's a really, really, basic bitch explanation But I actually have an entire standalone video in which it was like a Q&A where people asked me a ton of questions, like specifically about my gifts and abilities. If you want, comment on any of my videos and I'll share the link with you, okay, honey? Sabrina, because it's a story that a lot of you guys have heard and I don't want to just repeat it over and over. I mean, unless you guys want to hear it. I don't really want to bore you guys though. Sabrina, the thickness looks great, but it could be darker. You know what, that might actually in fact be because the lighting is a little too bright. How's that? Does it look better when I turn the brightness on my ring light down? I like to look like I'm not real, so I can get trolls telling me I need to lay off the Botox. That's why I like blast it so bright. But does it look better now? Can you see the darkness? And also here's the thing, they actually fade. That's why you have to go back and you have to have them done. It's not like you can get it done once in your life and you never have to do it again, because they fade over time. And they say that it could last anywhere from 1 to 3 years. I think 3 is very, I mean, maybe on more people that have darker melanin it lasts longer. I don't know. I'm fairly pale, so especially now, it's not summer here anymore. I mean, not technically. Even though the weather doesn't. I mean, Mother Nature hasn't caught up to that fact yet. But I don't spend as much time outside, so I'm a lot more pale. So I think maybe just the melanin in my skin, it fades faster. The first time I had it done, it lasted 14 months. Not bad. But I think if I go and I have a touch-up done, maybe it'll last longer than 14 months this time. I don't really know. Thank you, Simone Love. Project Faye, why did Yom Kippur? I don't know why I was going to say Yom Kippur, because it actually just was Yom Kippur. I'm seeing Kim Porter and I'm thinking it's Yom Kippur. Yes, love. What do you want, baby?
Something.
That's very descriptive. Hold on, I gotta go feed my offspring, guys. Okay, 1 second, love. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go feed my spawn, and I'm gonna be back momentarily. Please talk amongst yourselves. That's right, I'm not neglecting him. No trolls saying I'm neglecting my kid. You know, I think that I get more ketchup from Traders. I think the ketchup is...
I think nothing more do the twirly method.
Yeah.
Like, when I just, like it's a horse.
Like, it's a horse is the perfect way of actually putting it. Does that 4 pieces, do you think? If you want more, you can take, okay? Oh, by the way, you should eat this too. Is that good, honey? I'm gonna sneak a potato. I'm gonna eat a potato while I'm live. I'm so unprofessional. I'm gonna eat a potato on air. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. I'm eating on air, guys. I'm so unprofessional. Hey, why did Kim Porter get into a relationship with Diddy as well as give him multiple children if she knew the kind of man he was? Why not just stay away? What? Great question. So, this is along the lines of why do women stay when they're being abused? Okay. So little known fact to people that are not abused. Survivors of domestic abuse, their brain is changed by the abuse. Okay? Just like meditation can change the gray matter in your brain, abuse does too. So there's something called, it'll come to me. Or if somebody actually wants to Google it, help the content creator out, if you can. Brain chemistry is changed by abuse. If I knew the word, if it came to me, it would actually provide a lot more context. But it actually changes a person's brain chemistry, similar to the way that drugs does. And it's very seductive in a way, because the survivor of the domestic abuse, they start to almost like look forward to it in a weird sort of a way, because there is a tremendous buildup of adrenaline that then gets released after the abuser actually abuses their victim. And then that in-between period, because there's a cycle of abuse, so that in-between period after there's a big episode of abuse, whatever form it might take, when there's a relative calm period, it literally changes a person's brain the way drugs does, and they become addicted to it. That's why women stay in abusive relationships. And I'm actually going to borrow this from Justin Baldoni, because he brought up a really, really good point. It's so ironic. The movie that he did with Blake Lively was about a woman that survived domestic abuse. And then she never even read the book, which I find very funny. But anyway, she then abused him the way that he supposedly abused the character in the movie, right? And then anytime he tried to like speak out or say something, she's like, well, this comes from the abuser playbook, right? It's actually very, very ironic. But she has so little self-awareness that she doesn't even understand that that's what she's in fact doing. I don't know why I started talking about them. I feel like I was, So I'm borrowing this from Justin Baldoni. So he said, people always ask, why does a woman stay? He's like, that's the wrong question. We should be asking, why does the man abuse? And he's kind of right, actually. Like, why are we blaming the victim for staying? People, again, do not understand that the survivor's brain chemistry has been changed by the abuse. And everyone is always so quick to say, but I would leave. The first time my husband hit me, I would be out the fucking door. Really? Nobody knows how they're going to respond in a situation until they're actually, in fact, in that situation. Because there's something called cognitive dissonance. People cannot hold two opposing beliefs in their mind simultaneously. So typically what they're going to do is they're going to choose the thought that brings them the most peace in their life, the path of so-called least resistance. So imagine you've been love bombed by a person. I know a lot of y'all know about love bombing. You've been love bombed. You think you have met your so-called soulmate. They're exactly like you. They buy you presents. They're so complimentary. They love you. The sex is amazing. It's great. It's fantastic. Oh my God, we have so much in common. You don't know that you're being mirrored, right? Okay, so you think you have met your fucking soulmate, and then your soulmate fucking punches you in the face one day, or throws you on the floor and kicks you in your stomach, or tells you you're a fucking piece of shit hoe, or calls you a hoe to your face, or tells you you're a cunt to your fucking face. So, okay, so your brain chemistry has been changed by all of that. Your so-called soulmate is telling you all of these things and doing all of these things to you. Yeah, it's so easy to walk away. Now imagine you throw kids into the mix. How many people are going to walk away then? How many? They want to stay so they can protect their kids, or they don't want to break up the family unit. No one knows how they're going to react in these situations. So all of this is just to lend insight into why Kim Porter didn't leave. Her brain chemistry had been changed by the abuse she endured by P. Diddy. Let me know if you have any questions about that while I eat my potato. Project 25, they say he was behind her unaliving. But why? Was she going to talk about him? What end game would it serve if she was unalived by him? What was the benefit? Was Was she just minding her own business, trying to live her best life? Ajiva, good question. Hello, Ramina, my darling. I'm so glad that you are here. And you are right on time. I'm sorry if you wanted to be fashionably late. You're actually fashionably right on time. Don't mind me while I eat a potato. I like to keep it cash over here. Sabrina, yes, it's still late. You're right. Okay, good. Jamie did it. Amazing. What? Yeah, hang on a second. Let me catch up on comments. Rumina, chat is really pleasant ever since you turned on subscribers only mode. I know it might be affecting the growth of my channel though. Whatever. Sabrina, still beautiful. Thank you, honey. Simply smile. I'm just not sure why I gravitate to Buddhism and never because every other religion. I mean, Buddhism is corrupt too at this point, unfortunately. Hold on. While I'm chewing the potato, let me go give more ketchup to Pip. I'll be right back. Want more chicken?
I'm giving myself one.
Okay.
I don't want to go overboard and fight on too much.
Well. I think that sounds like a very mature approach, Mr. Magoo. What? I don't think people like hearing about ABUSC because suddenly I looked at the chat and I was like, where the fuck did everybody go? No one wants to hear about it, apparently. Simply smile. I'm just not sure why I gravitate to Buddhism, and I never understood why, but some theologians think Jesus studied Buddhism. Maybe I'm crazy, but it makes sense. Spiritual for me. Guess my soul knows best. That's a really good way that you actually put it over there. All of our souls know best. What works for us and what doesn't work for us. And I feel like I hear from a lot of people actually at this point, even if they can't put their finger on what's wrong, they can definitely feel that something is wrong. And I feel like a lot of people are starting to question their religion. I mean, other than the trolls and the bots that are being put into these chats to tell anyone that's a spiritual seeker it's like demonic, I feel like a lot of people are actually starting to come to that conclusion too. Hello, Chiquita. I'm so glad that you caught us, honey, as well. Jamie, so happy everyone is here. Sabrina, we get it. Everyone needs to eat. Really, content creators apparently don't need to. You know what? I was just giving him food and I saw these potatoes and I was like, they look kind. I mean, it's not like a raw fucking potato. That would just be weird. But I have like these potatoes and they're really, really tasty. And they were just like out on the table and I was like, I'm just gonna fucking graze on them. Sorry about that. It was very unprofessional. Sabrina, it's not PTSD. There actually is a term for it. It's the term is on the tip of my tongue. I can't. If you Google it, you will see what it is. It's the survivor of domestic abuse, how their brain is altered by the abuse. There's an actual term for it. Hello, Lisa. I am so glad that you are here, honey. You guys are all saying great things, but it's not the term that I was thinking of. Simone said Stockholm syndrome. It's not that one either. There's a different term for it, but you guys are actually all saying great things, but that's not it. Lisa, hope you made it through the work week, Jamie. I know you had a long shift and wasn't feeling well. Titan, well, that's what I always wonder all the time, why women stay with people like that. So, yeah, yes, Owl, I am single. Yeah, and by the way, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people wonder, why do women stay? And it's because they don't understand, and it's not their fault. There's a lot of really, really well-meaning people, and they don't understand. There is literally a cycle of abuse. You can look it up online. It's called cycle of abuse. You can look it up. It's a wheel, and it shows you the different stages that the abuser actually functions within. And the abuse alters the person's brain, just like drugs. And they become addicted to it. Your brain chemistry is altered by it. Not so simple when we look at it through that lens. Simone, yes, Jamie, hope you were able to get dressed without injury. Titan said, oh, I'm glad that I was able to answer the question. Jamie, hi Lisa, yes, come to find out I had a double, oh honey, I'm so sorry about that. I hope you're feeling better though. Simone, learning about how the brain chemistry changes make a lot of sense. Now I'm understanding my younger years so much better. Now here's also the thing that I want to share with you guys. Abusers, a lot of them are actually incredibly lazy. They're going to look for like the low-hanging fruit. I don't care if you guys are going to start to leave en masse. This is important. People don't understand it. I'm going to fucking talk about it. It's my channel. I can talk about it if I want to. They look for the low-hanging fruit. They're lazy. And they're going to look for like somebody that's really, really easy to control. So who's somebody that's easy to control? Probably somebody that has had some trauma in their childhood. And then they can just, and they're very, really, I learned a lot from watching H.G. Tudor, because he said a lot of them are like very, very intuitive. It's almost like an animal hunting in the wild. Like it's their own intuitive drive that is going to allow them to see like the weakest gazelle, and they're going to go after that one. They're not going to go after the hardiest one. It's a fucking animal. They don't have like thoughts the way we do, right? It's instinct that drives them to go for the weakest animal in the herd. So it's the same thing with abusers. Instinctually, they can almost like pick up on it, and they can feel energetically like who's already wounded, who's the low-hanging fruit, who do I need to work the least amount to get under control. Somebody that's probably endured some trauma in their childhood. Somebody that maybe in fact needs love or feels like they never got love when they were growing up. Or somebody that always felt like they were misunderstood, and here's Mr. Dreamboat coming in pretending that he understands you. Low-hanging fruit. Yes, Simone. Shout out to all those who found a way to break those chains and end those cycles. Yes, 100% Simone. KM, law enforcement, attorneys, etc. do nothing unless beaten. Psych and financial abuse is imprisonment. By the way, there's the big abuse that everybody recognizes is physical, right? There's mental abuse, and emotional abuse, verbal abuse, financial abuse, sexual abuse, spiritual abuse. Do you see how many other versions of abuse there actually are? So imagine a person is being abused across the board in all of these different avenues. And the court and the police are only looking to see if there's like physical abuse. Has this person... Like, how do you catch up a court that's already Masonic in nature to be an advocate for somebody that is not necessarily being physically abused because their abuser might be too savvy to actually like leave a trace on their body, but is horrifically abusive in every other way? So you are right about that, KM. Lisa Sims, yeah, that's what scares me about getting into a relationship, because I feel like you never really know someone until you do, and sometimes it's too late. Yep. Jamie, it's worse when the abuser knows and is buddies with everyone in town, including authorities. It's much harder to escape. Abso-fucking-lutely. KM, that's where I'm at. No one believes me because he has connections. Reporting followed by retaliation. I'm so sorry, honey. There is, KM, there definitely is a way out. There are women's shelters that you can get into. There are resources that are out there. Please try to find some online resources that can help you. Go to a shelter if you need to. Take care of yourself. Please, please, please. Please take care of yourself. Simone, all my abusers were staying at home while my ass... Yeah, so because again, they're lazy. Like, why should they work if they can train a woman to go out and work for them and support them, right? Crazy. KM, dark energy readers. Project 25, I hope you're not talking about me. I hope you're talking about the abusers being the dark energy readers, not me, certainly. Project 25. Did Elon Musk capture the rapper Azealia Banks? She said he locked her away in his home for weeks, and she thought she would be unalived because his partner Grimes at the time set her up because they used to be friends. What? I'm sorry, this sounds too fucking far-fetched.
Why are you yelling?
Hold on, I can, by the way guys, praise be, I can actually
Why
turn,
are you yelling?
nothing, shut. I can actually turn the air conditioning off, hold on.
Why
They cooled
are
it.
you yelling?
No, I just heard something that's striking. Hold on, I can actually stop shouting now because I can turn the air off. My living room is sufficiently cooled down now. I don't know about that. Here's the thing, that really sounds way too fucking far-fetched to be true. I don't know. So before we even look into the energy of it, does it sound like it passed the sniff test? Thank you for the musical contribution, Pip. Yes, KM. And so a lot of times they will also, a lot of abusers will look for the most magnetic person because it gives them a real sense of power and control to destroy that human being and feel like they are more powerful than that person. It's very sick. Rumina, we can learn a lot about the Hollywood machine from observing individual psychopaths and abusers, right? Definitely. Project 25, is the rapper Azealia Banks a part of the club, and do they have her under MK Ultra? I feel like she probably wants to get out of the club, and apropos, because we're talking about people not being able to get away from their abusers, she wants to get out of the club, and she doesn't see a way out.
I need more ketchup.
Alright, hold on, I gotta give my offspring more ketchup.
And she's still not reflecting.
That's right, and I'm still not neglecting him. Oh, look at you, I'm so glad you're eating.
Oh yeah, I might eat the whole thing.
Great.
My chest kind of hurts though.
You might not want to eat the whole thing.
Too bad.
Okay.
I only have like 2 pieces left.
You do you, boo. Okay. KM, oh no, yes, the abusers are dark energy readers. Okay, glad that it's not me I didn't think you were referencing me. Lisa Sims, I really enjoyed your reading on MLK Jr. and Malcolm X. You mean the videos that don't get any views? Oh God. Simone, is Erica Kirk's family part of the club? So I think I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into her because I'm getting a lot of requests to look into that whole situation. And I kind of feel like there's probably a lot that I can look into there. So I don't know that I want to look into it right now because she's probably honestly going to get her own video. KM, I'm Erin Brockoviching this shit. Trust me. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, honey. There is a way out, I promise you. Literally going through paperwork, listening to the chat. Okay, good. I see... KM, I see Jean Benet when I look at Erica. Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, Jean Benet is definitely not on this side, though. Yes, deep dive Erica, and I'm going to have to. I'm really going to have to. And I kind of want to at this point, and I'm being very intentional in not watching other readers that are looking into it, because I don't, as you guys know, I don't want to be influenced. So I have not, very sadly... I have not watched any of Dee's material on this because I don't want to be influenced by her reading at all. I don't know what she said about it, but it doesn't matter what she said. I don't want to be influenced. So I'm actually missing out on a lot of, I mean, there is a reason her channel is blowing up. She's doing very, very timely shit. Her readings are really fantastic. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, it's at Beyond the Veil. And she's an incredibly gifted tarot reader. I highly recommend her stuff. But I'm falling behind on her content because she's doing a lot of stuff looking into Charlie Kirk and I can't go there. Lisa Sims, I would be interested on your video on air. I'm going to have to do one on her, I know. But here's the thing, it's going to be a couple of weeks from now, guys, because I have this other I have my movie my major production by Solar Flow Studios. That's going to be released on Tuesday, hopefully.
I have 2 pieces left and my stomach hurts.
Don't eat it if your stomach
Can I have
hurts.
dessert? I had like all the chicken except for 2 pieces.
Yes, of course you can have dessert, but I'm not getting it for you.
Okay, because I literally ate so much. My stomach.
I'm happy that you ate so much. What was I even saying? I don't even fucking, my 2.5 hour video production that's going to be like a movie that I'm going to try to release by Tuesday. So I'm going to do that for Tuesday, and then next week, Friday, what I want to try to do is the True Crime and Cold Case AMA live stream. So best and earliest case scenario is going to be a couple of weeks from now. It might not be that relevant at that time. Maybe it's going to be more relevant. I really can't control these things. I can't, I'm sorry. Like maybe my channel would be bigger if I was doing things that were actually relevant. I don't know. I'm trying to do, something that's socially relevant right now, and there's, 13 people in the chat right now. Not like 133 like I've had on occasion. I cannot win. YouTube is punishing my videos. Simone, make everything work out in the best case scenario for you, KM. Where there is a will, there is a way. Project 25. What happened to the rapper Lay Banks' relationship with model Janae Gomez? Are they still connected, or did they go their separate ways? And if so, why? I feel like you're asking me something that has to do with 3D facts, so I don't want to go there. Sorry. I mean, this sounds like 3D. You want to know if 2 people are together? Like, I don't know. What the fuck does the media say about it? What do their own Instagram say about it? Jamie, okay, gotta go, y'all. Time to head to work. I hope that you will catch up with us later, love. Rumina, sending you love and light and good energy, KM. Simone, drive safe, Jamie. Have a great time at work. Lisa, try to have a good night, Jamie. Nicole, his voice is different today. Whose voice is different today? Who are we talking about? Pip? He's not going through, no hormonal change. He's too young for that. I don't know why his voice, if that's in fact who you're talking about, I have no fucking clue.
You couldn't be Noah.
You're talking about, I don't know why, I'm sorry.
Champions of what? The United States?
I don't know why. I'm not ready for him to go through hormonal changes and shit like that and start growing hair on his face and be taller than me and all of that. Definitely not ready for it. Rumina, FYI, I appreciate all of your videos regardless of the views. Thank you. And I do too. And I don't know, maybe I'm backwards because I see a lot of content creators are not, I don't follow that many content creators to be completely honest, but I have been seeing a few of them that have started to say to their viewers, I'm going to have to change the content that I share here because I'm not making any money doing this. I never got on YouTube thinking I was going to make a fucking penny. Whatever I make, I'm like, oh, I made money. Wow, this is amazing. I don't know. Maybe I had the wrong approach. I never ever came on here seeking to make money. Now that I'm doing it, I'm like, yeah, I would like to make a little more money because the amount of effort doesn't match the payoff. But it was never my intention. I never came on here thinking oh, I have to monetize the channel and this is going to be my full, this is going to be my primary, source of income. I don't know, because someone's like, I can't do this if I'm making $10 a video. Okay, I respect that. If you don't have another job, if YouTube is your only source of income, I get it. But I don't want to be beholden to the algorithm. You know what I mean? Because then it's just another version of me being a slave. So I don't want to fucking be a slave to YouTube. I want to talk about the things that I want to talk about. I want to do videos of things that I think are actually very interesting. I don't want to be a slave to the algorithm. So, okay, you do you, boo. If you got to change your content because you're not making money, I respect that. But, I don't ever want to be that person. I don't. And I can honestly tell you, this video that I'm going to be releasing on Tuesday, I think it would be a shame if it doesn't get a lot of views because I think it's really... I say at the beginning of it, that mind blown emoji, that was me when I was channeling this information. I think it would be a shame, but am I going to somehow not release it or be upset if it doesn't get a lot of views? maybe I'm the problem. I don't know. Maybe I'm backwards. Maybe I'm broken. Maybe like I should be looking at this like a business. Don't fucking know. Do not know. Chiquita, can you look into Suge Knight and if he giving info to the government to get? I think I looked into him and I said no. I didn't see that. Hello, Logical Show. I am good. Thank you for being here, Logical Show. KM, I love your content on tween boys. Funny inappropriate tip. Buy cheap conditioner for the shower. I can't. I want to have grandchildren one day. And that cheap shit is full of hormone disrupting chemicals. So I can't. If he's going to be doing some janky shit in the shower, it's at least going to be something that's going to support his ability to have children one day. But that's a good tip nonetheless. Simone, same Romina, great videos regardless of the views. I want YouTube to promote your videos more. Thank you for saying that. And I think I actually have to start like asking people to hype the videos as well. Oh, and by the way, I was sharing this with one of you guys. This is the most insane thing. I have proof that YouTube is fucking around with my channel. I have irrefutable evidence that they are. Last week I had gone to sleep one night and I had 4,088 subscribers. Do you want to know what the number was the next morning when I woke up? 3,979. So overnight, YouTube took the liberty of scrubbing 100 subscribers from my channel. Overnight. So I have irrefutable evidence, and there's no one that I can talk to. Like if you're a content creator and you're a YouTube partner, you're supposed to like, oh yeah, there's people that you can live chat with. There ain't nobody that you can live chat with. It's all fucking smoke and mirrors. There's nobody to talk to. I've tried. I want to bring it up. I want to be like, I went to sleep. Where are my subscribers? You guys took 100 away from me. They're doing this also to Nick. He's like, my videos are getting shadow banned. They are fucking with people's channels. I have irrefutable evidence. Can't do anything about it. I have to start taking a screenshot every night when I go to sleep because I don't know, am I going to wake up the next morning and be down like 1,000 subscribers? They're literally shadow banning channels all the time. Can't do anything about it. Project 25 was the music artist PNB Rock, Rakim Allen, pledged by Atlantic Records for his desire to go independent and own his own music, or was he pledged by his girlfriend Stephanie Sibun Hwang for the elite? No, it's not his girlfriend. I think he was actually pledged by somebody else because I'm seeing what I would say maybe I'm being a little biased or judgmentally, but I'm seeing like, like think of the way that rappers used to look, like with the grills. And this again could be a metaphor, right? But sometimes the guides will show me something metaphorically because it's how I can make sense of it to share the information with you. But like, so I'm going to say he was pledged by a fellow artist. Like the gold grills with the diamonds and like the iced out. And then like, the holding the gun, the GUN, like not holding it the way like the police do, but like holding it like a gangster, like this way, So I think he was pledged by a fellow artist, not his girlfriend, and not by the music industry either. Romina, yeah, why play to the social media matrix? I'm not a slave to them. Yeah, thank you for saying so. I think so too, Romina. Again, I came on here because I wanted to build a community. Like, I feel like whatever money I earn, hey, that's amazing. But like, I never came on here. First of all, I don't want to be a fucking slave. Like, I want to break free from the matrix. Like, if I'm gonna be pandering to the algorithm, I'm a fucking slave. How does that serve the community? It doesn't. How does it serve me as the content creator? Well, it doesn't. I don't want to do it. Victoria, how can I cut the energetic cord and protect myself from my toxic and narcissistic mother when oh God, oh honey, I am so sorry. Oh, Victoria, when you're still living with her. Oh, honey. She drains me, trying with everything in to break free. I'm in my 20s. Oh God, Victoria, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I first want to just bring to your attention, as long as you're going to be living with her, you are going to be in survival mode. So a few things to keep in mind. You're going to be energetically depleted because she's first of all going to be siphoning your energy off of you. Second of all, you're going to be in a constant state of adrenal fatigue, and you are going to be living out of alignment. So right now, as long as you are living with her, you are just in survival mode. So if there are literally days you cannot, give yourself grace. You are surviving right now. Please be gentle. Give yourself a lot of love. Give yourself grace. Remind yourself that you are doing a great job. Tell yourself often, tell yourself frequently, you are doing a great job. You are surviving a situation that is not meant to be survivable, because what do? They want to break you. They want to destroy you. So you are surviving something that is not meant to be survived, and you are surviving it. Give yourself a lot of grace. Please give yourself grace. Give yourself love. And you deserve everything that you are not getting from your mother. And you are not whatever your mother says you are. You are not anything that your mother wants you to believe or think about yourself. You are divine. Now I'm also going to remind you, you have either a soul contract or a soul lesson that you are working out with your mother. We are not born into these situations out of chance. So I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, and a lot of people don't want to think that this is something that they chose for themselves. But
nobody's talking about Trump.
we do not just get born into these things. Again, I'm going to remind you, there's not like some cosmic milk carton with a picture of your soul on it that says missing, because you were soul napped and you were stuffed into a body and you're experiencing these things. It's a soul lesson or it is a soul contract. But the good news is, free will reigns supreme. Your free will can redirect and rewrite a soul contract or a soul lesson that you yourself have. So how do you do that? Vibration. What can you do that's going to help raise your vibration? Because the more you're going to raise your vibration, the less your mother is going to be an energetic match for you. So, what are the things that bring you joy? Do them. Do them as often as you can, because that's the quickest hack to raise your vibration. When your mother is no longer a vibrational match for you, something is going to happen on a vibrational level that you will not even be able to orchestrate. You could think in your mind how you want to rewrite the script. The universe vibrationally is going to come in and act like a janitor. And if you're no longer a vibrational match for her, something is going to happen that we can't. I'm not saying she's going to like be unalived or anything like that. Something is going to happen. You're going to maybe have some sort of a crazy opportunity that's going to allow you to get some great paying job and then you can move out. Whatever the fuck it is. Raise your vibration. Second thing you can start to do, that's also going to raise your vibration. If you don't already keep a gratitude journal, start gratitude journaling every day. Do it for a month. It's going to change your vibration. Okay? Every day. And yes, you can repeat. You can have the same thing on different days where you're just saying what you are grateful for. But in time, even if, let's say, you're doing the same 10 things, you're going to start to rewire your vibration and your mind to start to see more and more things that you actually have to be grateful for. That list will start to expand in time. If it doesn't, if you can't think of more than 10 things to be grateful for on a daily basis, or 5, or even 3, or even 1, you're going to set yourself a timer. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. You cannot stop gratitude journaling until the timer goes off. But challenge yourself. If you're the kind of person that it's like you can't find more than 10 things, 3 minutes is not enough, because you could write really fucking slow to pass those 3 minutes. You're going to have to do a 5-minute timer. And it could be the most banal thing. I'm happy that the sky was blue today. I'm happy that I got an extra 5 minutes of sleep. What? I'm grateful, right?
You'll be happy for that.
You would be happy, but you want to literally write, I am grateful for. Do that every day for a month while also exploiting the things that bring you bliss as long as they do not hurt another person. You do that for a month, your vibration is going to change and your 3D circumstances around you are going to start to change as well. So let me know if that's going to help you out. Check in with us, more than, you don't have to wait a month to tell us, but let me know how that is going to be working out for you. I promise you, if you gratitude journal daily for a month, if you focus on the things that are bringing you joy, right? Like, what do I say? Find your bliss and exploit that shit. You do that for a month while you're gratitude journaling, things are going to have to, this is the law of the universe. The universe is comprised of vibrations. So this is the law of the universe. It is literally the law of the universe. If you can just clean up your vibration, that is a way of actually, your free will is going to be superseding a soul contract or a soul lesson. Okay? Let me know how that's going to work out for you. Nicole, I know, audacity, right? Simone, I hate when YouTube does that. I've noticed sometimes that I've been unsubscribed from channels. The great story, a friend of mine, she reached out to me and she's like, why did you stop making content? I was like, what do you mean? I'm okay, maybe I don't release content as frequently as I used to, but I'm still releasing content. She's like, I haven't gotten a single notification. I was like, okay, go to YouTube and look. She went and she looked and she's like, they unsubscribed me from your channel. It's mean. It really, the audacity of them. Lisa Sims, they don't want you to speak the truth and to wake people up. I know. That's why the gamers, right? I was actually just talking with Pip about this a couple of days ago. He was asking me, because he likes watching, content creators as well, but he watches some gamers and stuff like that. What all the kids these days are watching. So he asked me, he's like, are the gamers in the club? And I was like, a lot of them are. And we started to talk about it because I remember when he used to watch on the TV, I never got him headphones. I want to be able to hear everything that he's watching. Young and impressionable mind. There was one content creator, I'll never forget this. He had said, like, I saw him first of all doing this, like, all the fucking time. Not just one time, all the fucking time. And then, like, he made a comment like, oh, yeah, no, my channel's not big because I sold my firstborn to the club. I'm sorry, he didn't say the club, because I sold my firstborn to Satan. He literally said those words. There's another another channel I used to watch. They were actually really, really good. It's a movie buff and a psychologist, and they actually will go through movies and they'll talk about it. So the movie buff talks about it through the lens of being a movie buff. The psychologist talks about it through the lens of psychology. I'm not even kidding, guys. I saw the channel blow up from having like 200,000 subscribers, nothing to sneeze at, to over 1.2 million in like a 6-month period. And then I started seeing them making comments. Like, things that didn't, like, again, if you were asleep and you saw this, you would be like, oh, that's so funny. It's not funny when you're asleep. Like, I saw them making statements about how, oh yeah, we didn't sell our firstborn to Satan or anything like that. We don't worship Lucifer. I'm sorry, no one ever suggested you did. Why would you say that? Karmic retribution, they have to tell us. So they're literally fucking with the channels because they don't want the truth to get out there. They want to promote the gamers because, and I'm trying to teach this to Pip because Pip likes, being a gamer. I'm like, that's beta activity. That's not alpha energy. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a beta bitch, but for women, we don't say beta, we say basic, right? I'm a basic bitch. I'm doing exactly what I tell Pip not to, but I'm trying to wake people up, so that's my pass, right? I'm sitting behind a screen, but I'm not fucking playing a game here.
Mom, I want to tell you my strategy for ping pong.
1 second, baby. So, and you just hear he wants to tell me his strategy for playing a game. 1 minute, baby. So, sitting behind a screen and playing a game instead of being outside and moving your body, that is beta energy. Because they don't want men to be strong. They don't want men in their alpha energy. They want men in their beta energy.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, honey.
Did you know that that's what I wanted to do? I wanted to go outside.
I know. And honestly, he did want you today, and I couldn't.
What?
I'm saying that you wanted to go outside. Here's the thing. We do not live in the... I don't live in the world that I lived in when I was growing up. I'm not going to allow my kid to go outside and play in a busy city in the front without having parental supervision. It's just not going to happen.
Look, here's my strategy. I'm up 14 to 7. Here's how. Look, you don't hit it straight like that. You don't do that. You hit it the other direction. Wait, let me finish. Let me wait for this play to finish. Okay, look, you do like that, away from them. Look, you try to hit it away like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I want to play ping pong against you after the live's over. Go like that.
How can we do that?
I'll show you.
Okay, not now.
No, let me just show you over here.
All right, hold on. Hold on. I also live in a fishbowl. I have to just close my shade over here. I don't like sitting and people can look in on me.
Show you.
Hold on, baby.
They can't see you. They can see like 2 feet into the...
It matters not. I want my private life private.
Whatever.
Baby, and can you close the shades in the kitchen, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, baby. All right.
Wait, no.
I live in a fishbowl no longer.
No, I need one sec.
Lisa, wow, right? Logical show. I confessed my love to the girl I love today, and she wanted to think before responding to me, but what should I do if she rejects my love? Love yourself harder. Somebody not loving you back is not a reflection of you. That's the most important thing to keep in mind. You are lovable and you are deserving of all of the love and all good things in the world. And if somebody doesn't want to love you back, that's not your person. And better you should know this now than get into a relationship with somebody that doesn't love you, because those are the relationships that do a real number on your self-esteem. So better you know it now. If she doesn't return your love, say thank you very much, love yourself harder, and then move on. KM, Victoria, picture her in front of you and let yourself feel where the cords are, remove them. Once gone, ask for protection. I use Archangel Michael to surround you in his light. Call back your energy. Love that. KM, Victoria, ask Angel to cleanse your energy. Much love and light to you, Victoria. Anytime you feel projections, counter it with a love vibration. It's hard to do sometimes. Imagine love vibes blast her out. So that's a really good short crash course in how to do a cord cutting. Victoria, I actually also offer a cord cutting, and if you want to book a session with me, it's on my website.
Look, this is how you do play versus friend. Look, and now there's that guy. Look.
Oh, that's really cute.
So big.
But you have a lot of practice. I think you're gonna smush me.
I know, I'm gonna smush you. That's the point. It's practice.
Okay then. Lisa Sims, I was born into a dysfunctional and chaotic family. I wonder what that usually means. Just karmic shit. You're just working through some karmic shit with some people that you had some karmic shit to work through, or some soul lessons.
And then that's happening in this life.
Correct. Titan, people like that want you to feel like shit and think you are worthless. Victoria, but you have to show them you are more than that and show them just that. Lisa Sims, when I had a dysfunctional relationship with my dad, so was that some sort of some kind of karma to be worked out there? It's either a soul contract or a soul lesson. These things always are. So it's either, and again, without looking into your specific energy, I can't tell you what it was specific to you, but it's always going to be either a soul contract or a soul lesson. KM, you don't pop up on my feed anymore. I'm completely not surprised about that. I mean, YouTube is evil. Victoria, thank you, Faye. Thank you, KM. Thank you, Titan. Thank you, Lisa. I'm in tears. Thank Thank you for all your love and advice. It truly means so much. The most important thing I want you to know, Victoria, is you are not alone. You have an entire community of people that have experienced something similar, and that's how we are able to counsel you on it. You are not alone in this. I don't want you to ever for a moment think that you are alone. You have people that want the best for you, that love you. I haven't even met you, but honey, it doesn't even matter. I love you and I want the best for you. And if somebody doesn't want the best for you, and if somebody really wants to just tear you down, that's not love. And I think that you know that. Gretchen, my darling, I'm so glad that you are here, sweetie. Ramina, I'm seeing. Oh, Romina is seeing club symbolism in the thumbnails. Okay, that's crazy, by the way. And it doesn't surprise me. Gretchen, what are we chatting about tonight? So, actually a lot about ABUSE and how to survive it. But I'm also griping on YouTube and how I have evidence that they're taking subscribers away from me. I mean, it's a bit of a mix tonight. We're just talking about everything and anything. Yes, Simone, the world could use more alphas. This is really, I wish I could create more content on an ongoing basis for you guys. The reading that I had with Nelson Mandela, wow. I am literally at the point that I could be making more content for you guys, and I cannot because of like 3D shit, and like, not that I'm ever gonna cater to the algorithm, but like I could see there being benefits to being a full-time content creator, like getting paid to just produce content for you guys would be amazing, because I cannot support myself off of what YouTube pays me. It's a couple of $100 a month. I mean, it's like fucking pocket money, That's like what I pay to put gas in my car. I wish I could, because I have insane content that I want to be creating for you guys, and I want to be getting it out to you guys, and I don't want to share things that are in these videos, because then it's going to take away like the wow factor in these videos. But holy fucking hell. So I'm really now starting to see how literally everything in the world is connected. Every fucking thing is connected, and it's killing me that I cannot just get the content out to you guys like all the fucking time. Shame on you, YouTube. They're literally hindering my ability to share the truth with you guys. Romina, what is the meaning of the different human eye color? Have you been shown that the lighter eye colors equal more gifted? I've never looked into it, but I'll just briefly share with you what was shown to me, like about crystals, because that's what I'm thinking about when you had asked about that, and I can look into it though. Light crystals transmute energy, and dark crystals absorb energy. So now let's look into the different meaning of eye colors through some sort of a spiritual lens. So it's actually kind of connected, which is probably why I had said something about it to you guys, but I think it has to do with the degree of what a person can see through their so-called third eye, as well as what they can absorb energetically. So somebody that has darker eyes actually might have a hardier disposition, where they actually can absorb more darker energies before they become dysregulated from it. And somebody that has lighter eyes may not have the same constitution. They can't necessarily absorb it. They can only either get dysregulated by it more easily, or if they embrace their gifts and abilities, they can actually transmute it. I am also being shown that it's not uncommon for a person's eye color to change as they start to decalcify their pineal gland, and as they're changing their own personal energy, eye colors actually can change. If somebody has really, really dark brown eyes, their eyes can become a lighter shade of brown. And if somebody has any color eyes that somebody has, they can actually change with the degree of work that they are doing on themselves spiritually and the decalcification of their pineal gland, as well as accepting their own gifts and abilities. So wild, let me know if that answered your question. Yes, KM, rejection is protection. Absolutely. If anyone is rejected, the person is literally doing you a favor. If somebody takes you on a tea date at 7 p.m. when you're supposed to go for dinner, they're doing you a huge favor by letting you know they're a cheap ass. And not to go out with them again. Mary Beaver, this sentence was handed down to avoid appeal, in my opinion. Ah, very, very interesting take, Mary. I like that. Gretchen, I might not hang out long. I know, no one's hanging out long because of what we're talking about. I'm looking at the number of people's in here, and it's still my channel. I'm talking about what I want to. But Gretchen said, I might not hang out long. I have been having vestibular migraine. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. And I've been having messages from my guides and higher self, so I guess it is definitely a win. Titan, at Victoria, no problem, lady. Hope you get free from that problem in your life and stay strong. Victoria, what's the difference between a soul contract and a soul lesson? Great question. Soul contract between two souls. Soul lesson, what a soul agrees to take on of something that they want to work through in any particular lifetime. So, for example, in this case, let's say specifically a soul contract between two people would be where one person is going to, it could either be like an energetic rebalancing, because as I've shared with you guys, the universe is always seeking balance, and so are we, right? That's what contrast does. So a soul contract would be perhaps in a past lifetime, like one person was the abuser and the other person was the victim, and then in this lifetime they come together and it's a complete role reversal. Because it's a rebalancing of the energy between two souls. But if it's a soul lesson, it's where a person, for their own soul's growth and expansion, they agree to experience something hard or difficult or horrendous or challenging, because it's going to lead to some sort of a growth on their soul's part that they would not have without that event or occurrence happening to them. Rumina, would you ever channel on the video game industry? It could be, I think, I think I would look into that. I think that could be interesting. Lisa Sims, well, since my dad is no longer here, does that mean the soul contract or soul lesson was completed? Not necessarily, because people can still, like, it doesn't necessarily only end when one person crosses over. Because people do leave their abusers. So that's when the soul contract is actually completed between the two of them, right? And it's not to say you might not get like repeating patterns and like I've had a number of like I would say bosses that you could definitely consider to be abusive. And I noticed that the bosses that I had were very, very similar. And one of the bosses, after 2 weeks, like I was like, oh fucking hell no, I left after 2 weeks, and it was a really good paying job, great paying job for part-time work. The environment was so toxic, so toxic, and the sorry, seeing spirits in my apartment. No, nothing creepy about that here. Hello. I'm not gonna ask them to leave because, yeah, because Malcolm X was like, no, don't kick them out. Come on over, friends. But the boss was so toxic and abusive, and the environment, the work environment was so toxic, I resigned after 2 weeks. It's not to say I didn't have abusive bosses after. I did. It's just to say that I was able to spot them earlier because I still had some sort of a lesson that I was meant to learn. And until I had learned it in its entirety, it was going to show up, but in lesser degrees, because I didn't need the lesson quite as much as I needed to. when I needed it earlier on. So in other words, once I started to reinforce healthier boundaries in my own life, that was when the toxic bosses and their influence started to become less and less prevalent in my life. Because whatever it was that I was meant to learn from that experience, I was learning it and I didn't need it as much. That's why it wasn't as prevalent. There was a real shift after I had resigned after that job after 2 weeks. Now again, it's not to say I did not have toxic, but I've had a number of very, very toxic coworkers as well. It's not to say that the lesson doesn't vanish in its entirety, but it has less influence over you and less prominence over you because you already learned what you needed to from it. So it's not only when somebody crosses over does that end. It's whenever it's done. It's whatever the lesson that you needed to get out of it, right? So I needed to learn better boundaries in my own personal life. So once I implemented better boundaries, the lesson started to taper out. It's whenever you get what you needed to out of that experience of what you agreed to experience, that is when it's no longer going to be as prevalent. Oh, great question. Yes, Simone, Jinn are absolutely real. Yep. And then Simone said, Romina, that would be interesting. Mary Beaver, and he does have 70 lawsuits against him. I feel he is safer incarcerated than he will be outside. So again, I was kind of talking about this at the top of the at the live stream. They can get to him just as easily in prison as they can out of prison, just like if he really is like the head of some sort of like a crime network. He can hand down orders just as easily in prison as he can out of prison. Nicole, my daughter's eye color changes with her mood. Okay, that's fucking wild. Simone, sending you love, Victoria. Things will be better for you. Nicole, and she sees mine change as well. That's amazing. Simone, LOL, as you just posted the eye-changing comments, Nicole. KM, my eyes have gotten lighter blue since I left my ex. There you go. So you transmuted a lot of darkness because of the relationship that you were in, and that's why your eye color changed. Lisa Sims, my mom has hazel eyes, so her eye color changes. There you go. Ajira, hanging out for the... I love you, Ajira. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Lisa Sims, I have felt more lately. Spirit has been speaking through me. I'm noticing about that also, Lisa, because I'm noticing the comments that you're leaving on the videos. I can see you're having a real shift and a transformation in the perspective that you have, and I'm seeing it just based on the comments that you're leaving on the videos. You really are. But Lisa is saying, I have felt more lately. Spirit has been speaking through me more, like I will say things that I feel aren't mine, but through Spirit. Yep. Romina, that's so interesting about eye color changing. Wonder what that means about races and ethnicities with naturally darker eyes versus those with lighter, different groups having different energetic gifts. They definitely do. Here's also something to keep in mind. So this whole idea of like melanin, if you think about it, or the amount of melanin in our skin, it's almost like our circadian rhythm is coded into us. So is the amount of melanin in our skin, right? Like, if you think about it, people that have lived in regions that are very, very, very sunny, they tend to be darker, right? So if you look at like people that live in South America, they have much more tan skin. People that live in Africa, for example, as well, they have naturally darker skin because the sun rays are so much stronger there. So the amount of melanin in their skin means they can actually absorb more sun. You almost always can tell where somebody is from based on the amount of melanin in their skin. Now, my ancestry is European, right? So I have much lighter, much more fair skin. I think if you go back a couple of generations, both sides of my family are from Poland. So pale skin. You can almost always tell where somebody's ancestry is from based on the amount of melanin in their skin, right? So people that live in a sunnier location, they're always going to be darker no matter what. People that are from a more northern region are always going to be lighter no matter what. Because it's the amount of melanin in our skin as it applies to the amount that we can absorb from the location that we first originated from. So I think there is definitely something to it. How do I want to say this? As I look at it literally this way, as I've shared with you guys in so much of my other content, I always compare the sun to the divine, right? So look at it like the amount of different energies that a person can absorb before they need to transmute it. So maybe if somebody is darker, just like they can absorb more divine energy if they have darker skin, because they can absorb more divine energy, that also means they can absorb more darker, denser, heavier energy. If somebody can't absorb that much melanin, it might be because their disposition is so much more softer and gentle, they can't absorb dark energy. They literally have to transmute it. So I think we can definitely make a case here that there is some sort of a correlation. I would never suggest it's a direct causation, but certainly a correlation, yes. Ajira, question. I've had a very much toxic friend leave my life for good this year. Why do I still feel the fragments of them? Attachment is the first thing that came to mind. Now, if they were also a friend of you for a very, very long time, you literally could still have like an energetic, like energy tags that are connecting you to that other person. So it's either attachment or it's energy tags. Gretchen, Adajira, because you're silly trying to process it all and heal from it. Still, yeah, it was like silly. Gretchen actually said still trying to process and no, it made more sense. In a weird way, it made sense with the typo too, but it makes more sense without the typo. Rumina, what do the spirits in your house want to share with us? They just want to be here because of the vibration. No, they don't want to share anything. They just want to vibe. Steve, LOL at you know what Malcolm says. Ever think you'd say that? Never, ever in my life. But now that he said that to me, I can't ever be like, no, Lee. I mean, if you guys have seen the video on Malcolm X, you know that I was very gently admonished. He's like, no. Like, if spirits are coming in, you can't be like, no, not now. You got to welcome them in, girlfriend. So now I can't be like, no, not now. I got to, okay. And after all the work I've done on like creating boundaries, and now like Malcolm X is like, no, boundaries don't apply to the spirits. So, okay. I gotta listen to Malcolm. Lisa, that must be weird seeing spirits, but yes, Malcolm X said you should welcome them in. I mean, it's not as weird as it used to be in the beginning. Again, that shit fucking freaked me out. Oh my fucking god. Oh. I don't ever want to go back to that. And I never want to go back to suppressing my gifts and abilities either. I mean, that shit really, really freaked me the fuck out early on. And by the way, I get so many people that confide in me. People in the community know the work that I do now, and like my 3D community, not my 5D online community. But like I get people always coming up to me, confiding in me all the time, and they're like, I know that you do energy work now. Can I just share this experience that I had with you? It is always the most gifted people that suppress their gifts and abilities, because the stories that I have heard from truly holy fucking hell gifted people got freaked the fuck out and suppressed that shit. But again, it's like the faucet, right? You turn off your faucet when you're done washing your hands. You're not going to be thinking, oh my god, I turned the faucet off, I'll never have water again in my life. No. So it doesn't matter how much you suppress it. As soon as we are ready to embrace our gifts and abilities, it's just like turning the faucet right back on. They come right back in as soon as you're ready to embrace them. Lisa Sims, that makes sense. My dad was very emotionally disconnected, and I find that I tend to find guys that are like that. And I have a struggle with clinginess, but trying hard to break that habit. And you know what? The fact that you're aware of it, that's the best thing. Steve, hey, can you look into how come yawns are contagious? I noticed it with people when you see someone yawn, but even over a species, seeing my cat yawn made me yawn. Oh, that's a good one. It's being shown to me that it has something to do with social connectivity. Like we're hardwired to be accepted socially. So it's almost like it's like a social mechanism that if you see somebody yawn, it makes you yawn because it's like a way of like unconsciously mirroring them, which makes them feel more connected to you and you more connected to them. So it's actually like some sort of a social feature that was designed into us. Simone, do the guides have anything to say about what we can expect for this month of October? More reveals. Specifically that have to do with, I'm being shown Candace Owens. She's going to be doing a lot more reveals. And I'm also being shown there's going to be a lot more talk about anti-Semitism. They're trying to shut up people. So yeah, we're going to see a lot more of the people that are not towing the line being accused of being anti-Semitic. And we're going to see a lot more reveals, and we're not necessarily going to like them. Some of them are going to feel very uncomfortable. Like, I know there's, like, what I'm seeing going on in the government right now is like reveal fucking central. They're literally just showing us what every administration has done, and it's making a lot of people not like the current administration. But all they're actually doing is just revealing how corrupt it's always been. So I'm hearing a lot more reveals and a lot more. If you're awake, it's going to be more dismantling of the Matrix and I'm hearing something auditorily and I'm not understanding what I'm being told. I keep hearing try harder. Oh, that they're going to try harder to suppress the truth. But if you're awake even a little bit and you can discern, you're going to be able to see right through it. That's what's going to happen in October. Thank you, Ajira. I like that video too, even though no one's seen it.
No.
Can't do anything about that. And you know what? I don't produce the content from an attitude of ego. It's not like it's bruising my ego. It's just more like in disbelief of how badly my channel is being shadow banned. I really am in disbelief about it. Because again, when I used to release a new video, I would get between 300 and 900 views on a newly released video. It doesn't matter what the topic is. I get like 100 views. It's like I just cannot even. Victoria, when I was a kid, I used to feel and see spirits, but somehow I shut it off. Yes, so you're a perfect example, Victoria. The more gifted we are in our youth.
What time is it?
7:15.
How long have you been on live?
Just 2 hours.
Just?
Yeah.
That's
just over 2 hours and 2 minutes.
4 hours.
I know, but no.
Let's stay on whole night.
That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to eat at some point. And not just potatoes, like real food.
Mom.
The more gifted we are, the more we suppress it. Yes, love.
You know you can eat on camera like you did last time?
I know, it just feels so unprofessional.
But Mom.
I kind of like being unprofessional if I'm honest though. Yeah.
Your child is right here chilling and you leave to feed me sometimes.
That's different than like nom nom nom, like chewing on camera. Oh my god, I would never chew gum anyway, but I would never like chew gum on camera, certainly not.
Can we buy gum?
No.
And do you remember when we got healthy gum? Let's find healthy gum.
We can't do that right now, and please do not play with the ball in the living room while I'm live streaming.
Can you give me the phone so I can look on Amazon?
No. KM, same way I explained skin color to my son, his response was, oh, yes, I love that. We are chameleons. Irish, English, etc. pale and low muscle tone. Africa is hot. Also, ancestry needed muscle mass if they needed to run. Bingo, KM, you got it. Ajira, I'm the opposite. I pray for my gifts to be elevated. I love that for you. And by the way, just if you have not yet already started a dialogue with your guides, go ahead and start one, Ajira. Okay,
Mom, this is unsafe.
Oh, a nail.
Yeah, that was just chilling
You know,
there.
I kind of feel like I meant to hang something up if there's a nail just
That
right
was
there.
just chilling, and I was like, oh shoot. I should probably tell Mom.
I'm glad you did tell Mom. Baby, that's very noisy. Please.
I don't
It's
care.
very no.
It's not breaking anything. It doesn't hurt.
I think the reason
What?
this nail was here is so that way if you don't stop with the ball, I'm gonna pop it.
You're not gonna pop it.
You wanna try it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that ball away.
You're not gonna pop it though.
Really?
How
much do you wanna test me? How much do you want to test your mother? If you test me, you're gonna find out what's gonna happen.
Well, do you know the most unprofessional thing you could do?
Other than eat on camera?
Yeah.
I don't know, like belch on camera?
Let me watch TV while you're doing that.
Gretchen, baby, stop. Gretchen, with everything going on in the world, I have noticed a shift and I feel the veil is thin. By the way, it's also the time of year. This is when the veil is literally the thinnest. Which is thin where I live anyway. Is this because more people are waking up? Yes, absolutely, that is why. Victoria, my family said I used to tell them, quote, I can feel the dead people, end quote, and obviously that didn't go over well, but you did, and I don't want to, whatever it is that you said at that time, it's because you could, and you did. Victoria, I'm really fascinated by your story. I mean, because I think it feels familiar to you, and that's why you're fascinated by it. But you see somebody that's no longer suppressing it, but has embraced it, and maybe that's giving you a sense of hope for what can happen to you in the future. Victoria, no. Nicole, yawning contagion means you're weak. No, that's not what it means.
Ma.
What, baby?
Is Steve on?
Yes, of course Steve is on.
Hi, Steve.
Pip and Steve are buddies, apparently. He's actually buddy with all of you guys. Ramina, I felt people's parents around them drives me nuts because I can't see anything. It's just a vibe. So that's the gift. That's a clairsentient. You're clairsentient, honey. That's the gift of clear feeling. Steve, weaker than a cat even. KM, agree, Gretchen. Find myself less interested in just going with it. Something tells me my boundaries are up. Okay, I need to go watch the Malcolm X video later. It's so good.
What time is it?
You just asked me that literally 4 minutes ago. It's 7:19.
It's not that late.
It is not that late. Simone, how can one learn to use their gifts and abilities? So I have an entire session you can book with me where I will teach you how to work with your gifts and abilities. But the quickest way to start is first and foremost, do you want to? Do you really want? Do you want to? Do you really want to?
Do you really, really want to?
Do you really, really want to? Okay. No, that's not really number 3. So do you want to? Do you really want to? Have you started a dialogue with your guides yet? Those are the 3 quickest and fastest way. And number 4, trust yourself more. Okay, that's the big 4. Do you want to? And yes, and number 2 really is do you, because everyone's like, yeah, I want to. And then they start to, and they're like, actually, no, I don't want to. So do you want to? Do you really want to? Have you started a dialogue with your guides? Do you trust yourself? If not, do those 4. Number 5, start documenting every experience that you have. Every thought that comes in out of nowhere, write that shit down. Every time you get like a feeling, write that shit down. Your body sometimes will communicate things to you before your conscious mind has caught up to it. So you get a funny vibe when you are somewhere, write that shit down. You get a funny vibe about a person, write that shit down. You get a random download out of nowhere, write that shit down. Do you see where I'm going with it? Oh, and number 6 is meditate. Nicole, I just explained that about the reveals and the current administration to my brother, and he said, that makes sense actually. Yep, it does. Don't get locked into the 3D fear. Correct. That's why I always tell you guys, a lot of the things that are going to start to happen, they're not for us. They're for the sleepers. Victoria, Faye, if you're hungry, eat it. I'm actually not hungry though. I munched on potatoes like an hour ago. When I'm hungry, you guys know, I will absolutely eat. I don't neglect myself. I take my self-care very seriously. Nicole, legit Victoria, we don't care. We know it's real life over there. It really is. KM, dude, oh my god, I totally eat food on camera. It's so unprofessional though. And as it is, I tease that I'm like the least professional person on YouTube, but like there are limits to the lack of professionalism over here. Lisa, yeah, go watch the Malcolm X video. It was a great video. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. KM, kinda deep, but my gifts were there, but didn't fully wake up. Gifts spiritually until I felt safe and I trusted myself. I'm also gonna just share with you guys about gifts and abilities. Sometimes the dark shit that we go through, just like if we're star seeds, it's designed to activate our latent gifts and abilities. Just keep that in mind, okay? Nothing that we go through is accident. What did Malcolm X say in the video? Spend less time thinking about the shit that you have gone through, because that was what that was designed to activate us, right? Star seeds know this. Star seeds do not have an easy life. That's the insurance policy that makes sure that we wake up and we become activated.
That's a problem. That's a big problem.
It's not.
What? Oh, I'm not talking
Steve
to you.
said yo back.
Oh, Mom, I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
I'm saying that this is a big problem.
What's the problem?
Oh, no, Mom. Okay. Look, oh, I like your keychain. It's a dinosaur. What's your favorite dinosaur? A Diddysaurus. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Lisa Sims, what does it mean when you have images in your mind? So that could be downloads that you're actually receiving. It can actually also be connected to clairaudient. In my experience, clairaudient is the least, real life over here. Clairaudient is the least understood one because it comes in so many different ways that literally seem to have nothing to do with hearing, but sometimes literally, like imagine, you know what the news has where they have like the breaking news banner that goes across the bottom of the screen? So if you ever have something like that cross this way and then cross back, and it sometimes might only just cross one way in front of your eyes, or if it's like you're seeing something in your eyes, that's clairaudient. It's not claircognizant. Claircognizant literally feels like you get a download out of nowhere. It's like a thought falls into your head. So sometimes people confuse clairaudient with claircognizant. They're actually similar, but they're very, very different. Because think about the position of your ears. Your ears are actually located very close to your eyes. So sometimes if it's like something's right here, it's clairaudient, it's connected to your ears. If something's up here, it's claircognizant. Simone, I'm asking my man to pay for my session for my birthday. Oh, I love that. Very smart. That's right. Get your alpha to pay. Nicole, Lisa, that's me. I only see pictures. Yeah, write that shit down. We're not stuffy over here. Lisa, I sometimes have like words also. Rumina, does author Philip K. Dick have anything to share? What does he think about the current times? Rubbish, he said. Victoria, how do we know we can trust our... So that's a great question. You don't have to do anything. The way in which we start to trust is by inviting them in and making room for them and documenting everything that they bring in. That's a big way that we can actually start to demonstrate that we trust them. And as we do that, and as we show them that we trust them, they will start to bring in more and more and more. Just like I'm always sharing with you guys, like, you go back and watch my old content. It's nothing compared to the stuff that I'm talking about now. My guides were slowly, if you will, red-pilling me. They were slowly sharing the truth with me, which is why the reveals of the things that are coming in now are so much more, I don't know, juicy than it used to be, because they didn't want to overwhelm me and they didn't know how much I could handle and they didn't know how much I was going to trust them. But as I have surrendered more and more, and I've never questioned anything that has come in, and trust me guys, I get a lot of pushback. But I have never, ever questioned anything that has come in. And because I do not question the goods that the guides bring, they have increased the amount of information that they are sharing with me now, which is why I think my videos are getting a lot better, because they're revealing more to me. Now that they know, they're like, okay, she's invested, she's all in, we're going to bring more goods to her, because we really have her attention. Another way that you could do that is make sure that you have some sort of a daily meditation practice. That's really when you can start to invite them in. Project 25, how do we connect with our spirit guides? Invite them in orally. So say to them, I want to connect with you. I'm ready to connect with you. Please start to share things with me. But here's the thing. Then, if you're inviting them in orally, follow up. If they bring you something, don't ignore it. If they bring you something, jot it down, write it down, capture it. Show them that you are paying attention to the goods that they are bringing you. Sit down, meditate. Guys, you want to know the number one key to unlock your gifts and abilities? It's meditation, guys. Sit down and meditate 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. You do that for a month, your life will change also. Steve, right now I'm getting a lot of pushback, pets, Tyson. Love Tyson. Project 25, Faye, the actor Keanu Reeves, is Keanu Reeves a part of the club because he was cast in the movie The Matrix as well as the video game Cyberpunk 2077? In those projects are very much against the club and breaking the Matrix. I think I got that he's an outlier. I feel like I looked into him in the past. Lisa, for me, I feel like I can trust the messages that they bring and that it's from them. Is I connect to my intuition and it tells me, but my logical brain tries. That is literally exactly why I will never do 3D research. Our 3D, and that's why the world is trying so hard to capture our consciousness, because the more we are captured consciously, the harder it is to accept our gifts and abilities. Accept them anyway, Lisa. Trust them anyway, Lisa. I have a notebook and a pen, and I am totally bad at writing it down. So don't be bad at writing it down. Write down more. Ramina, outliers are so much more interesting to look. I could not agree with you more. Victoria, have you tried EFT tapping? It's so good. Not EFT, but I've tried EMDR. I had I had 8 EMDR sessions, and I feel like those 8 sessions probably cut at least 2 years, if not more, of therapy out of my life. So it's similar, but it's a little bit different. To me, EMDR is a gift from the gods. I mean, wow. That shit will unlock and set you free like therapy, in my humblest of opinion, just cannot. So similar but different. I caught up on comment. No, I didn't. Steve, EMDR, MDMA. Yeah. I actually think that would be very cool to combine the two of them. There are therapists that are doing MDMA therapy right now to help with PTSD. I mean, why not marry the two together? Lisa, thanks for the advice. I will do that, Faye. And if you do it consistently, you will absolutely see a change. Project 25, Faye, when we hear sounds in both the left and the right ear, is that our ancestors trying to connect with us? It's been shown to me as almost like a recalibration. It's kind of like, imagine if you're tuning your radio to a specific station, but you have like a little bit of static, so you kind of have to play around by twisting it a little bit to get like to the exact, it's kind of the exact same thing. It's a recalibration that's going on. It's like an energetic recalibration. Rumina, was Albert Hoffman, discoverer of acid control, does he have anything to share? Albert Hoffman. He said, boy, did they do a number with my work. Oh, okay, this sounds promising. So he's telling me that it was hijacked. He noticed immediately that this could be, okay, hold on, 1 second. He's sharing a lot with me. So he's saying it's for people. Okay, I actually really like this guy. I like his energy. I like the way he talks. So he's basically saying for really, really dense people, and this is why I like him, because it's like, who talks that way? But like for people that are really, really dense, that will not necessarily easily connect to the divine or easily let go of their preconceived notions about the way that the world works, something like acid is a really, really good way to dissolve the boundaries in their mind that disconnect them from another person. He said it was hijacked, however, and it was used for purposes of mind control to make certain people, they were doing basically studies and tests on them to see how they could make the mind more malleable and more controllable versus how to help this. So he's basically saying, like, it could be used to dismantle the matrix for people that are truly dense, but they actually, it was hijacked and it was used to actually reinforce the matrix. Because when people were in a more mentally pliable state of mind, when they were noticing that people were more susceptible, was when they could try different techniques of how to do MK Ultra mind control on them. So that's what he wanted to share. Let me see if there's anything else.
Hey Mom.
Huh?
Can Trump just shut down the government? I'm not sure.
Who are we talking about?
Donald Trump.
No, that would make him a tyrant.
I know. So, why is the government shutting down?
Wait, is the government shutting down?
I think so.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well, I can't.
But people still have to go to school. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Well, the shutting down of the government is being shown to me as being very positive.
Yeah, well, make it make sense that we still have to go to school.
Well, this is the wildest thing actually about school.
But.
So I actually looked into this. Like 3D research. And now I feel like I have to be really, really clear with people about that because I do 3D research and I don't want you to think that I know things from my guides that is of a 3D nature. So I'm going to really try to like be very more like precise about saying that. Do you know how many days kids have to be in school by law? Take a guess. Take a guess. Because as it is, they are in school, like here in LAUSD, the public school, they have 2 months off of school. So they have 8 weeks off of school. So they're in school for, 44 weeks out of the year. How many days is 44 weeks? Can somebody do the quick math on that? Because I'm going to tell you by law the number of days that kids have to be in school. Your mind is going to be fucking blown. Rumina, wow, interesting. Simone, the Wendy Williams video made me feel sad about her having dinner at her friend's house and then having MK Ultra. Because when people align themselves with Satan, this shit doesn't faze them at all. They don't see people as, they don't see you and me as people. They don't see her as a person. Like we're like commodities to them. It is sad. KM, it shuts down October 1st. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's going to do the opposite of what the president thinks it will. So again, these are all reveals. A lot of, so one of the 3D jobs, freelance jobs I have is I'm doing like marketing for a person. So it's a combination of online and as well as like promotional marketing material. And I'm noticing when I'm ordering them promotional marketing material, every website that I used to order things from now has an additional charge for the tariff. So every price has gone up, and I don't think the prices are going to come down because it's just like laws. They will never scrub a law from the books. They'll only add new laws on top of laws, even if it's a law to supersede a different law so that other law that came before it is no longer in effect. Like, why don't they abolish laws? They never do. The government is always just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So even when the tariff prices go away, they're just going to find a different way to roll these costs into these materials that are coming from other countries. Lisa, yep, I got an ear diffuser for meditation purposes that have different colors and scents. I love that. Romina, could you look into the Assailant Institute in Big Sur and how and why it was founded? Sure, but I still, hold on, before I go there, I want to ask you guys, did anyone look up Or can anyone, hold on, let me ask my little mathematician over here. Pip, how many days of school is in 44 weeks?
What do you mean?
I want you to tell me how many days of school is in 44 weeks. Of course, not taking into account the weekends. So 5 days a week, so 5 times 44.
Mom, the problem is...
Okay, I don't need your help.
Mom,
Please, you're turning into like a food blogger.
Mom,
Like before you share the recipe, it's like one time when I was 8 years old and I was having lunch with my grandma, blah, 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 blah.
Are there... Mom, do we count like a spring break or like winter break?
First, just give me 5 times 44.
Okay. I have the
It's
answer.
222.
No, it isn't.
How?
It's 176.
How?
Doesn't matter.
10 times 42 is 420.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so it's 210.
Wait, let me check. Blah, blah, blah. No, 220. It's
Okay, 220. Okay.
Can I go back to
Now, okay, so it's 220 base days. Now let's add in, let's say, I don't know what it is for other people in other states. Here in LA, again,
25.
public school.
Let's assume 25.
Spring break is, it used to be, this is insane.
It's
I'm
like
telling
3
you,
days.
they're evil. So winter break and spring break used to both be 3 weeks here in LA. Now, winter break is still 3 weeks. Spring break, they give you 5 days.
No, they give you, sometimes they give, no, Mom.
Do they give 3 days now?
Yeah, because Mom,
Okay.
they usually put it like near the weekend so that you're already getting 2 days.
Okay.
So basically, Mom, it's like around the weekend. So say it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Shabbos, Sunday. That's 5 days, but you would already be getting 2 days off. It's like 3
Okay.
days.
So
No,
let's
it's
say
not-
we're starting with a base of 220 days.
It's crazy to me.
Take off
3.
Take off 3 weeks. So that's 5, 10, 15. So now you're down to 205 days. Take off, I don't know, another 7 days.
3 days. Take off 3 days.
No, you have 2, let's say, for Thanksgiving. You have a couple here, a couple there, spread out throughout the year. Another, let's say, 7 days. So now you're down to 198 days of, let's say, school, okay? About, on and about, let's say, can we agree? Somewhere on and about 100, on and about 200 days, okay? On and about. By law, do you know how many days kids have to be in school? On or about. So they get on and about 200 days of actual school. By law, school children only need 88 days of education. So pray tell then, why is it more than double? I don't know, trying to indoctrinate young minds, maybe, mayhaps. Less time with the family, more time breaking up the nuclear family, something like that, methinks. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, could you look into the Assailant Institute in Big Sur and how and why it was founded?
Couldn't care. That's literally my catchphrase. Hold on.
So I'm putting the pieces together because sometimes I don't see things in a linear fashion. So based on what's being shown to me, the founder of it was going through a dark night of the soul and was also getting in touch with her own gifts and abilities and starting to learn all of these other things what would I say this is? Not necessarily the gifts and abilities, but more like a mental upgrade in understanding how a person could be helped by understanding themselves more clearly. So it was developed with the intention of providing a safe space where people could go, where they could get some sort of a tune-up or an energetic. But again, these are my words, not the founder's words. I'm going to say an energetic upgrade, but I think the intention was more almost like, I would say maybe more akin to like self-help. Like how to give people tools so they can help themselves ascend in their own life, I would say. And in time, it's kind of expanded and it's changed and it's spread. And I don't, it's honestly, it's probably being corrupted at this point as well, which is kind of sad to say, but that's the world we live in. Steve, a law or bylaw, I'm pretty sure homeschooling isn't illegal, even in California, 220 days. I can math. Yeah, it is ridiculous, KM. So by law, legally, right? Just like legally a child can drop out of school if they want to when they're 16, but not before then. So legally, by law, 88 days, and yet they're in school more than twice as much. Simone, does one have to have a dark night of the soul in order to become awake? Nope. There's different degrees of awakeness, I would say. You know, some people could be really awake to what's going on in the world, but not awake to like their gifts and abilities. So there's like different versions of it. And I would say a dark night of the soul usually probably would precede waking up to gifts and abilities, but it does not necessarily precede waking up to what's going on in the world. Lisa Sims, so what do they want to end of doing with education for children since they want to do away with that department? Well, as I had shared with you guys in what video? The video I had done on the club. The modern education system was founded by, what's his name? Rockefeller. So our medical system is the Rockefeller Medical Institution. All Western medicine is, and the education system is the Rockefeller system as well. And as you guys may or may not have recalled from that video, he was some sort of a demon fallen angel hybrid. And he did not have good intentions for humanity. So by doing away with the education system, they want to do away with because again, also, I don't know if you guys had seen the video I had done in Jeff Bezos, because what his energy had shared with me was the entire modern education system that we currently have right now is designed to turn everybody out exactly the same. Because Team Darkseid cannot predict, nor can they control the star seeds that are coming in. They know that they are coming in. They can't stop them from coming in. So what can they try to do? By controlling our mind in our formative years, they're trying to indoctrinate and trap people's consciousness. Literally, that's why I call it captured consciousness, because that's what the 3D is designed to do. It's to capture our consciousness and then make us completely mentally inflexible. So this is what Jeff Bezos' energy had shared with me. The Western modern education system is designed to literally capture consciousness and corrupt minds and make every person come out exactly the same. So you're whitewashing them of all of their gifts and abilities, and you're basically releasing them from school exactly the same as one another, right? Like they don't teach, why are we being tested? Because they're teaching you there's one right answer. And when you take a math test as a kid, usually what do the teachers want? They want you to show your work. They don't want you to give the answer without showing the work. They want to know, how did you come to it? And if you got the right answer, but you did the wrong way to get to it, they will mark it as being incorrect, because they are trying to train people to see there's one way to be. There's one right way. There's one right answer. There's one right everything. That's it. There's no deviation. They don't want us to deviate because they're trying to capture our consciousness to suppress the star seeds. Steve, it's a conveyor belt of obedience. Exactly. Franca, hey Faye, Madonna currently did a sit-down interview. She looked great. Is this the original Madonna or a replacement? Thanks. No, it is her. She's had. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of different hits right now. Hang on a second. I'm waiting for everything to sort itself out. So she takes human growth hormones. She's trying to keep her body young. She's had at least 3 different facelifts at this point. She's also doing some... She does acid peels for her, not just her face, she does it all over her body. She works out like... How many hours? Fuck. She's still working out like... I don't know, I'm being shown 2 hours a day. She works out 2 hours a day with a trainer, a personal trainer. Human growth hormones, which is helping keep her body toned. I think she also started to drink the juice, actually. Because I'm being shown at this point, she's literally trying to chase the fountain of youth. She will do literally anything to stay youthful. So I'm going to say, in addition to all of this other stuff she's doing, she's also drinking the juice. Well, what do you know? That's okay. Okay, there we go. Lisa, do teachers know this is happening? No, they're indoctrinated as well. Project 25, can you look into the Area 51 restricted base? What takes place? I have an entire video on this, Project 25, honey. What takes place there and why is it hush-hush? Is it anything to do with similar things to show the X-Files? And if so, was that, yes, that show was a reveal. So I have an entire standalone video on it if you want to go back and watch it, but I'll give you a little, like a basic bitch explanation. They have vampires there. They have gray aliens there. They have aliens that I don't know what they're called there, like literally like watermelon head. Like that's the best way I can, like imagine at the front, the person looks the same, but if they turn their head to their profile, it looks like there's like a watermelon in the back of their head, like the shape of a watermelon. I don't know what the fuck those are called. They got gray aliens, they got watermelons, watermelon head extraterrestrials, they have vampires, they have werewolves, all that shit is real. They've got all of them over there. All of them over there. The only thing that was never shown to me as being real is zombies. They don't have zombies. I think that's probably for the best, arguably. And it was also shown to me like it's a vibrational superhighway. So that's why people will sometimes get a glimpse of things that maybe resemble a UFO, but it's a vibration. So most of the time these crafts are not thinking about being seen because they're traveling through some sort of a vibration. And if people are not a vibrational match for it, they're not actually going to see it. So it's some sort of a vibrational superhighway there as well. But if you want like the full explanation, I have an entire standalone video. Excellent. And in that video, I also talk about time travel. It's real. Actually, let me see. I recorded a video, but I might have the thing. I might have bought it. I recorded like a 1-minute video to show the way time travel works. But I think I might actually even have the thing with me. 1 second, let me go look. And if not, then I'll try to explain it anyway.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Hi, baby. What's up?
Are you off?
No.
You deserve a hug.
I do deserve a hug.
Ah.
Come here.
What's in your hug?
So I was looking to see if this is the thing that I could use to show them how time travel works. I'm sorry, are you okay, darling? Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Wait, let me check what it is. What is this? Wait, let's check in the line. Does this show how time travel works? Or not?
I mean, it might kind of work.
Okay, just
I don't know if with the glare anyone's going to be able to see it. I don't know if you guys can see. So do you see how this top layer moves? And do you see how there's like, how can I show this to you? I don't think this is going to do. Let me just... it bears repeating, so I'm going to show it to you. So yes, time travel is real. Okay. Okay. So I drew a ball in the middle with 2 circles on the outside of it. So I want you to imagine the ball in the middle is, if you will, like a particular location that somebody can enter if you know what it is and you know that the time that you can actually cross through. There's 2 doors that a person has to cross through to go either forward or back in time. This is the way that it works. So have you ever been in a hotel where you know there's 2 hotel rooms that there's a door connecting them in the middle of them, right? So let's say you and your brother are going on vacation together. You don't want to share a room, but you want to have 2 rooms that are connected. So that way you don't have to go out into the hall and then go knock next door to be let in. So you can request a room that has connecting doors, that there's 2 doors, right? So if, for example, you get one of those rooms, but you're not staying with a family member, you could open your one door, but that other door is going to be closed because you're not staying with a family member, so it's not given to you with the intention of both parties being able to unlock and open the door. Same exact thing here. If somebody could enter the location where the doors are and they know the exact same time that both of them line up, they could cross through time. But only when they both line up. But I want you to imagine the doors are not always open, just like in a hotel room. If you're staying not with a family member, you can open your door, the other door is not going to open. So I want you to imagine these rings are also moving. One is moving clockwise, one is moving counterclockwise, and they're also moving at different speeds. So even if you knew that location to go, unless you knew when both doors were going to line up to cross through, you could show up at that location, ain't nothing going to happen. But if you knew when to show up, otherwise, I'm going to show you on the other side of it. You could show up, but the doors are not opening, one second, at the same time. Because this ring is over here when the door is open, and this one is over here. You can't cross through. So you need to be able to show up at that place 1 second at the exact right time, and when both of them are lining up. What, love?
This is my favorite anti-stress. Look, I just scan these barcodes, and then wait, let me show you. Okay?
I don't even know what you just did.
Look, it's anti-stress.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and I'm gonna show you what's after. Wait, where's the barcode there? Look, then I go over here.
Oh, it's very, very dizzy. I don't like that. But that was very cool before the dizzy part.
A $5 bill.
So let me know if that makes sense for the way that time travel works. Because yes, it is absolutely real. Rumina, is author and life coach Jay Shetty, why do I feel like I looked into him? Or is he an outlier? Is he an overall connected to a positive or a negative force? I think he thinks he is, but I think his vibration is a little bit wobbly. So he's not always connected to high vibe. You're most welcome, Franca. He's not always connected to high vibe guides. Rumina, at Franca, thank you for reminding me. YouTube recommended me Madonna's interview with Jay Shetty and something felt weird. Oh, interesting. Hi, Kivik, my darling. I'm so glad that you're here, sweetie. Steve, Nephilim, what about them, honey? Lisa Sims, she will, but not any... Just got a notification. YouTube, you're so fucking full of it. I got a notification from YouTube. Good job! Your channel attracted 202 new subscribers. Make it 302 because you scrubbed 100 from my channel overnight, YouTube. I'm on to you. Lisa, she will, but not anytime soon because she has other videos she wants to do first. I don't know what that was about. But yes, thank you, Lisa. Franca, hi, yes, I'm still going to be doing a live stream on Amy Bradley, but yes, I think that's what Lisa was commenting on. I have too many other videos that I want to do first that are so good. And so I'm just kicking the can down the road a little bit more, but I will absolutely be doing a video on her. Steve, they have zombies all over every major city. They're not even hidden anymore. The fentanyl, yes, correct. Yes. They're manufacturing zombies, one could say. Franca, I'm really curious to hear your take on what happened to Amy Bradley, as there are so many conflicting stories. You know what, and I want to tell you something. I really appreciate that you trust my perspective, that you want me to share what was shown to me about Amy Bradley. I love that, Franca, and I don't take for granted that you entrust me in looking into these things and that you trust my perspective. Thank you for that. It's actually the highest compliment that you can give an energy reader, so thank you for that, Franca. And I will, but it's probably, I keep kicking the can down the road. I'm sorry. There's so many other things that I want to share with you guys first. Like okay, so I'm going to be releasing next week the movie. Then next week, Friday, I think I'm going to do the cold case true crime live stream. That's going to be on Friday. Then the week after that, I want to release a video on Nelson Mandela. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, on a Friday, I'll do Amy Lynn Bradley, or maybe it's going to be 3 weeks, because I have so many amazing things, guys. Oh. I have so many good, and then I have John O'Keefe. I won't do Shakespeare and Ernest Hemingway that quickly because, it's interesting, and I actually really enjoyed looking into the two of them, but, it's more a curiosity than anything, but I don't think I'm gonna... I'm just writing a note to myself. I probably will kick the can down the road on that even more. And then I looked into D.B. Cooper. There's so many good things that I want to share with you guys. So it's a bit of a just trying to go with what I think is the right thing to release at the right time. Thank you, KM. So these are the two that I pretty much wear religiously every day right now. This is Tiger's Eye. I kind of am obsessed with Tiger's Eye energy right now. And this is Smoky Quartz. I literally cannot leave my house without it because I get so energetically dysregulated if I don't have this on. This is like my energy protection. I love my Herkimer. I actually probably at some point I'm gonna get a new Herkimer diamond necklace. Something like that. Because these are I wear these every day at this point now, so I don't know, I don't have, it's not ear space. I can't just, I don't have more fingers. To me, I'm always consistently wearing rings on my 2 middle fingers. I don't wear on any other one, and my hand feels too, because it's right in the middle. I have to be balanced. Virgo, I don't know what the fuck. Heavy, stellium of planets in Virgo, I don't know. But I don't like wearing more than one ring on one hand, and these are the 2 that I'm wearing every day now. I have a Herkimer diamond ring. I don't wear it. I have it. I love it. I don't wear it. So I don't know. Rumina is whistleblower and YouTuber Arkheim Ra, birth name Jacob, genuine. He's spoken out about it being a time traveler and being yes, I do get a sense that he is genuine. KM, okay, so in theory, if an elevator slows down, can time get stuck? Great question. So, I'm going to say it could feel like time gets stuck. Does it actually get stuck? But the energy can feel stickier and the energy can feel heavier, so it could feel like it gets stuck. And also it could feel like it speeds up in time as well, because timelines can change as more and more of us are waking up. That's a great question, KM. KM, Jay Shetty seems not there. Yeah, I'm going to probably say there's probably periods of time where he's not there. Because again, he's not, his vibration is not completely clear, so I don't know what the fuck he's connecting to. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's literally being shown to me like he's connected to like a black hole. So, you know, and again, it's vibration. You're most welcome. Thank you, Franca. Thank you. So do you, darling. Rumina, I'm excited for your content. Serious. I know you're being serious. Can't go wrong with this. I know. I agree. I mean, Lisai. That's all I could say. Okay, I'm not gonna wax on and on and on about my issues with YouTube. No one, ain't nobody, and it's also low vibe to be complaining about the content. To be complaining about the way in which I can connect to you guys. And the more I think about it, the more I'm actually thinking, I love YouTube. Like, if everything's a vibration, why? Like, I love YouTube. You guys rock. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this amazing platform to connect to all of these people. I'm not gonna dump on them anymore. KM, curious question. If you have different topics, does it keep the algorithm guessing? It might. Good question. Here's the thing, but I am also very, very like deliberate with the tags that I put in on the back end. So there's hashtags that you can see in the front, and then there's like the hashtags that go in the back end of the video, and all of them I'm always using psychic something. Like, I'm trying to have YouTube understand, and there's multiple places you could put tags in. So like, I'm trying to be very consistent with all the tags, so YouTube knows no matter who I'm talking about, it's always through some sort of a psychic lens. It's a good question. I don't know. Rumina, you can release videos in literally any order. I don't get disappointed because you have to kick cans down the road. Thank you for saying so. Lisa, yeah, love your videos. Who's going to be your next single video? Do I want to say what the topic is? Because I don't know. You guys might not think that you're going to be into it. Trust me, you're going to be into it. Do you guys want to know what Tuesday's video release is going to be? If you tell me that you want to know it, I'll tell you what it is. KM, oh nice, I like that. Yes, smoky quartz to me. So I had a smoky quartz ring I wore every day. I'm not even kidding you. Every day for 4 years.
What do you mean? Wasn't it jade thing? No?
We were talking about that also, but no. I didn't have the jade one that long, because the jade one, I had a jade ring. I love jade. I love green jade. I fucking love it. I had a green jade ring, and I lost the stone. And then I found it, and I glued it back on, and then I lost the ring. But I loved it so much, I reordered exactly the same ring, and I lost that one as well. And I was like, okay, I get it, I don't need the energy. But I still love it. So I had a smoky quartz ring I wore, I'm not even joking, I wore it every single day for 4 years. One day I was taking out the garbage. It must have and I know that I was wearing it before I took the garbage out. It must have, when I was putting the trash in the garbage can, it must have slipped off my finger and into the garbage can. You know, I'm sorry. I'm not going dumpster diving for a ring. Because it was like the day before garbage day. So that trash bin was full of trash. There's a few things in life I won't do. That's one of them. So, and also, a lot of people in this neighborhood have pets. You know what they do? They have dogs. You know what they do? The dog goes poo-poo. They're walking along, and then they're just going to wrap up the bag, and they're going to, plop it in the dumpster outside. There's flies in there. So, okay, did I do a cursory look when I realized the ring was gone? Did I look around the outside? Did I look in my car? Did I look every fucking where without literally climbing into the dumpster to look for it? Yes. I was not a happy person for 10 days until I replaced it. I went back to the exact same Etsy store that I got this from, and I ordered the same exact ring because I'm a creature of habit. When I find a dry cleaners that I like, I will go there forever. When I find a nail place that I like, I will go there forever. Whatever it is, I will go there forever. So if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix it. The ring was amazing. It served me well for 4 years. I like the energy of it. Done. I went back to the exact same Etsy shop and I ordered a brand new ring. And again, I wear it every single day. Now, here's an interesting thing I don't know if you guys know. So this is a teardrop shape. I'm going to be like a real influencer. Wait, how the fuck do influencers do that? Can you guys see it? It's a teardrop shape, right? They do it like this. Okay. You can tell I'm not an influencer. I don't know what the fuck influencers do. So whatever direction the point of the teardrop is facing, that's the direction that the energy goes to. So smoky quartz is meant to repel dark energy. So smoky quartz, I'm not going to just hold up that one finger because again, it's the middle finger and I'm not giving you guys the finger. So smoky quartz, the point is pointing out because I want to dispel the energy. If I turned it in, that would be doing what? That would be drawing the dark toxic energy into my body. I don't want to, I want to repel it. So if you ever order or if you ever get some sort of a teardrop shape, what's the energy? Do you want it in or do you want to repel it? That's the direction that you're going to have the point of the teardrop point. KM, Virgo rising, I get it. I have Virgo in my second house and I have a fucking stellium of planets, including Jupiter in retrograde. Why? Why? Why did my higher self be born when Jupiter was retrograde in my second house? Why, higher self? Why? Don't have an answer. Rumina, shaky energy, controlled or club? More likely controlled, I would say. Yeah, I'm getting the sense much more controlled. KM, Shetty, it's like plastic energy. Oh, interesting. KM, I knew you go live Fridays, so I looked and I found. I'm glad that you did, KM, because you're not getting notifications, as you said. Rumina, by the way, have you looked into Project Montauk? No, what is that? It's, connected to the, okay, so Philadelphia experiment. Lucky has been asking me to look into it. There is some sort of a spiky energy around the Philadelphia experiment, and and the best way of saying it is that I'm being energetically repelled. As in there is some sort of an energy around it that is, it's being protected by some sort of an energy repellent that is literally pushing me away. I've had it on my list for fucking ever. I cannot get anything out of it. There is such spiky energy, it's like repelling me away from it. Project 25, was the model Gabriela Rico Jimenez telling the truth about the, I don't know if I could say it, it's when humans eat other humans. She witnessed higher ups eating at a party she was invited to in 2008. She hasn't been seen or heard from since then. Is she? Gabriela Rico Jimenez, is her energy still on this side? There, okay. Oh. So based on what her energy feels like to me, I'm going to say no. Her energy feels watery, which makes me think she's sleeping with the fishies in the water. Because again, if it's a metaphor, sometimes I have to extrapolate the meaning of the metaphor. Watery energy feels like in the water, as in her body was dumped in the water. So I'm going to say based on that, no, she's no longer on this side. I'm also going to say we already know that these things occur at the parties. I'm going to say yes, she was speaking the truth about it. Yes. Lisa Sims, yes, I would like to know what the video is set for Tuesday.
Oh my god,
It's
not crazy blacksmith loot.
The Delphi unaliving case of Abby Williams and Liberty Jones.
Guys, I got great loot from a snowy village blacksmith. I got 3 apples, a gold, an iron chest plate, iron pickaxe, 3 iron, a bundle, and another iron pickaxe. So I actually somehow got 2 iron pickaxes. Maybe it accidentally got duplicated and a diamond, which is
Good
great.
job. That's amazing.
I have some early game here.
That is some amazing loot that you got.
Okay.
It's on the Delphi unaliving.
Maybe I'll use
2.5 hours,
bucket
guys.
And then take a
2.5 hours, guys. 2.5 hours. You're not going to want to miss this video. Trust the content creator. You're not going to want to miss the video. And in addition to not wanting to miss the video, you're really going to want to trust the content creator when I tell you, you need to watch the video to the end. Even if it takes you a week to get through it. You are literally going to be missing out on gems, pearls of wisdom that is going to connect you to everything going on in the fucking world today. You are not going to get it if you do not watch the video to the end. Trust the content creator. Yes, I said it in the video. Franca, hi Faye, did you ever cover the Jussie Smollett case? He is still saying he never planned on being it. Yes, he orchestrated it. Oh my God, I think that does pertain. He's such a little whiny baby. He orchestrated it. Abso-fucking-lutely. He wanted attention. He orchestrated it. You cannot, no one can convince me otherwise. Rumina, in your opinion, do Gemini suns deserve their bad rep? They're the butt of all astrology. I know. So here's the thing. One of my closest friends is a Gemini. She is not two-faced. She is not duplicitous. No. I'll tell you what she is. Curious. Loves to learn. Loves to share the information that she learns with other people. Loves to talk on the phone. Loves to gab on the phone. Because again, it's all about the sharing of information and ideas. She's curious. She loves learning. She loves reading. Like, I have to read in bed before I go to sleep at night, but I read fairy smut. She's on Reddit every single night, reading different ideas, different topics, different everything. So, no, they don't deserve the bad rep that they get. They're not two-faced. They're not duplicitous. It's completely unfair that they have that reputation. No. No. I reject the... And here's the thing, right? There's always a higher expression of a sign, and there's also the lower expression of a sign. So sure, sometimes can an out of alignment Gemini be duplicitous and be two-faced and be deceitful? Yeah, but you know what? So can every other sign. It's not restricted only to a Gemini.
Mom,
yes, love.
I'm being a beta in Minecraft.
You're being a beta in Minecraft?
Yeah.
What now?
I kind of suck, so I'm going on peaceful mode.
That's not beta. You know what? That's actually the highest version of an alpha.
How?
It's to know how to be powerful, but know to discern when to apply the power and when not to. Because you could be an alpha, but you can't be an alpha with your wife and kids. You have to know when to taper the alpha energy. So that's actually the highest version of being an alpha. It's knowing when to taper it.
Being an alpha with your wife and kids could be dangerous.
It could be. Like, you want to protect, but here's the thing, you don't want to bulldoze. If you bulldoze over your wife's feelings, that's not good for your wife. That's not good for your relationship. If you can't kiss your little kids' boo-boos, right? That's not good for the kids.
Mom, are you injured? Do you have anything that, like, hurts?
Yeah.
Well,
my knee.
Let me give you kisses. Wait.
And you know what?
Let me kiss the actual skin.
Wait, and this one, I have a torn meniscus on this one.
A torn meniscus?
Yeah,
Since when?
this one. Oh, I don't even know. For fucking ever.
Well, get it fixed.
No, that's not the kind of thing you can fix. It's the kind of thing you live with. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that was so tender and loving. Thank you. That was perfect.
I'm going to be a great father.
You are going to be a great father, and you're going to be a great husband, too.
No, difficulty, normal. Difficulty. So I'm not going in hardcore. I made a hardcore world, and then I died the moment I went into a cave of fall damage.
I'm sorry, baby. KM, LOL, Jupiter just went into Cancer. My son, no, that was back in June. Okay, I guess it is kind of just, though. My sun and moon, not sure what it means, but supposed to be good. Okay, so look at it this way. Jupiter is considered to be the great benefic. Like it's the most beneficial of all planets, and it expands. So whatever sign it goes into, it's going to expand and enhance the energy of that sign. So if you have your sun and your moon and Jupiter, the expander of it, is expanding. And do you know what house this is in right now, honey? For you. It's in a different house for everybody. Cancer is my 12th house. So this is the time that it's expanding. I mean, I'm an introvert anyway. So it's expanding my introvertedness. It's expanding my gifts and abilities, my psychic gifts and abilities. It's expanding my inner world, because that's the energy of the 12th house. What is it for you? Because it's going to expand the energy of whatever house that is for you. And every house has different energy, right? So I'm really curious what that is for you, what house that is for you. Rumina, I'm thinking you might be able to work around the energetic repelling from the Philadelphia experiment by looking into Project Montauk or some of the people that are, I'll write it down. Let me write down Project Montauk. Oh, nice for two. It's so good. By the way, it's a fucking movie. It's I'm not being hyperbolic. It's literally, I think it's just under I think it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. The information has to be shared. It has to be gotten out there. KM, never heard of the Philadelphia experiment, but makes me nauseous when I think about it for some reason. I think you're picking up on the energetic repellent because I'm getting a headache just thinking about it, by the way. Nicole, so you do not want to miss Tuesday's video under any circumstance. Please, it is literally the best video I think I've ever done to date. Simone, what time do you go live now? So, hi, Ashley, honey, I'm glad you're here. Usually I go live around 5 p.m. PST on Fridays. It could be 5, it could be 5:30, somewhere around there. I don't typically like to go on much later than that. Somewhere around there, I would say. Victoria, what does it mean when your sun is opposing the moon? Aries, Sun, Libra, moon. You know what? It's good that you're asking that because Ashley is here and Ashley is an excellent astrologer. Ashley, would you like to hear, can you explain what it means when the sun and moon are in opposition, honey? Lisa, okay, thanks, Faye. I will have to watch that video in parts. I don't think I can watch it 2.5. So I say that in the video, by the way. I'm like, if you need to stop this video and come back to it later, that's fine, but please watch it all the way through. Simone, are Virgos good with plant? I love that. I think you said you are Virgo and have lovely houseplants. I know another Virgo and she's a plant lady. She's got a green thumb. So look at it this way. Virgo is an earth sign. So I would say, yeah, because earth. There's soil in the plants, right?
I have 4 bundles.
So, and here's also the thing. I'm also going to share with you guys, if I don't have plants in my space, I feel very dysregulated. Because I have so much earth in my chart, I literally need earth around. Like if I can't open up the shades and see sun every single day, like I just need to be connected to nature in some way, shape, or form, or I become incredibly depressed. I don't know what you're laughing at, Kivik, but okay. Franca, are Beyonce and Jay-Z worried they are next after this P. Diddy verdict? Thank you. So here's the thing. Beyonce doesn't know that Beyonce is any longer. She's so overridden. Jay-Z is very arrogant. I'm getting the sense that he thinks that he's untouchable. He definitely, oh yeah, I'm getting confirmation. He definitely thinks that at this point he is unfucking touchable. And he has like a fleet of clones. So worst case scenario, if he's going down, he's going to pull a Hitler. It ain't going to be him that's going to go down. It's going to be one of his clones. Now, again, this is not to say that he's not going to experience some of the negative side effects, because the original person can absolutely feel what is done to their clone. Look at Britney. So even if his clone, if it's not him that's literally in prison, he's going to be feeling some of the effects of it onto him. So it's not like he gets off scot-free. KM, no. What are we saying no about? I'm going back up. What did you ask? I don't know. Franca, I was curious about Zac Efron. Did he reverse some of his facial surgery he had done? It looks like he removed his jaw implant. I mean, here's the thing. That's a 3D question, and I'm gonna say trust what your eyes are telling you. If you're looking at him and it looks like he had the jaw implant taken out, I would say yes. Then go with that. Franca, the Eminem video is my absolute favorite. I'm looking forward to Tuesday's video. The Eminem, I think honestly all the videos on the clones are insane and really, really good. I'm not even joking. I think Tuesday's video, it literally, here's the thing, it literally it fucking connects everything going on in the world. Like, I sat down thinking I'm looking into one case in one city between two girls. You want to know what's going on in the fucking world? This video will tell you. Rumina, at Franca, Zac Efron was the heartthrob of my generation. I have to admit I'm sad at his developments. Ashley, it means you were born on a full moon. Oh, cool. There are two distinct sides of you that are opposite but also complementary. Your personality with Aries Sun is full of fire and action. But deep down, you are the opposite. You seek harmony and like to compliment other people. Oh, wow. Okay, that is really, really cool. I love that, Ashley. Thank you. Victoria, wait. Can you talk more about Hitler? I never thought about him being a clone before. Not a clone. So Hitler had a body double. And it was actually the body double that pow-powed himself in the head. It wasn't Hitler. Hitler lived out to a ripe old age in South America. It wasn't him that died down in the bunker that day. Both him and his lady friend had doubles, body doubles that were playing them. But they were not actually clones. They didn't have clones back then. KMO, thoughts on Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban? Sorry if it's already mentioned. I came into the chat late. What about them? Because I know nothing going on in the world right now. Project 25, Faye, what are your thoughts on polyamorous relationships? Do you think that one person, you put this word in quotation marks, should be with another, or that people should be with multiples in both sexual and romantic relationships at the same time? Do you want my opinion or do you want the energy of it? They might be similar, but it also might be a little bit different. So tell me what answer you want first, or if you want both of them. Victoria, oh, thanks, Ashley. That makes complete sense. Ashley is a very gifted astrologer. She did, I had her do a natal chart for both me and my mom. And she also did my transits for this year that we are currently in right now. And of course, I'm going to have her do for next year as well. But here's the thing. And I'm going to tell you this when I order another one from you, Ashley. I want more like a broad overview. Ashley is so meticulous with her work. So the report that I got from her is she literally does a transit for every single day. So I could open up the report at any single day. So she's actually listed on my website under the resources page. If you go to my website, KM, resources page, you will see her name. That's how you can find her. She's so meticulous and detailed, and honestly, like,
there's a room portal. I definitely did not
wanting to give somebody
to find this.
As much information as I can, so it helps them navigate their year. I cannot look at my report every day. Like, if I'm having a hard day, like, I want to look at the report and see, like, okay, I wonder what's happening with the energy right now. I more want, like, what's the big overarching theme of the year, and I want to know more month by month. Like, when this transit happens, what's going to happen? When that transit happens, what's going to happen? Because for me, just knowing myself, that's what works better. But don't worry, when I order this upcoming year for 2026, I'm going to tell you, for me, I know that that's what's going to work best. But I also know a lot of people that they thrive when they can have that report and they can look at it every single day. But it's a testament to the work that you do, Ashley, that you are so meticulous and detail oriented, that is the way that you create the reports. It is honestly a testament to you as an astrologer.
Hey guys.
Yeah, baby?
Does anyone know the tag for the Minecraft thing for a desert temple? Because I know the one for a jungle temple is Minecraft:temple. I'm not sure what it is for desert temple.
I don't think anybody knows that, but if they do, they'll pipe up.
Nicole, can you tell me if anybody says?
Of course I'll tell you. Romina, self-deleting is somebody else's body double. Wow, yep. Franca, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban just announced that they're... Oh my God. There are rumors that Keith cheated on Nicole Kidman. Holy shit. No, I don't know. I'm behind on comments. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to look into this. This sounds really, really juicy, Franca. Hold on. Okay, so KM, I answered that question. Ashley, you got it. Thank you for the feedback. That's so helpful. I'm glad that I can provide. But again, I know there are some people, maybe you can offer it as an option for people. Like, would you like a monthly transit report, or would you like a daily transit report? Because for me, I much more just want I want to know the big energies, and I want monthly. What can I anticipate happening in January, February, March, April? You know what I mean? And then also what's the big picture of the year? For me anyway, that's what would work. KM, Nicole and Keith, rumors were she was having quality time with Zac Efron. Who is revealing this shit? Rumina, at Ashley Claire, love that you put those, she's so detailed, and it's honestly, it's a testament to her as an astrologer to be that detail oriented. But it's so interesting because actually my mom, she read the report when you had first sent it to me, and I sent it to her, and then she recently reread it. She's like, I'm trying to remember the exact words she used. She didn't say uncanny, but she was something to the effect it's scary how accurate this report is about herself. We are huge Ashley fans over here.
Pyramid. Okay, it's under desert.
Okay, so let's look into Nicole and Keith and what's actually. I just keep getting the sense that I'm being shown a contract being torn up. It's being torn up. They had a contract that they were going to stay together. So what's being shown to me is she really wanted to have kids. She never had her own kids, and then.
Ma, how do you spell pyramid?
Pyramid. So she never had kids. She adopted kids when she was with Tom Cruise, and then the kids stayed with Tom because they were being raised as Scientologists. She really, really wanted to have kids. They made, similar to the contract, what's his name? Hugh Jackman and his wife Deborah Furness had, because Hugh Jackman is he swings the other way. So he likes the boys, but he wanted to have kids. So he had a contract with Deborah Lee Furness that they were going to get married and they were going to adopt kids, and they were going to stay together for however many years that they were going to stay together so they could raise the kids together. And then the contract was done, and then they both went their separate ways. He's not dating whoever he says he's dating. That's part of the cover. She's the new beard, the way his wife was the beard, concealing his sexual preferences. So Nicole really, really wanted to have kids. I think they really actually, they liked each other. I don't know that I would say they, loved each other. They liked each other, as friends. So they had some sort of a contract. They were going to come together for X amount of time so they could raise their children. The contract is done. So, because I'm literally being shown, a contract being torn up. Whatever else is being said is either speculative or it's it's being released to the rag mags just to create, like, again, capturing consciousness, like talking about it to capture consciousness, just like, oh, look here, not there. They're diverting our attention away from other things by just having us look at this particular case instead. So that's what's being shown to me about them. You can let me know if that makes sense to you guys. Hi, Cooper, honey. Hello, Faye. How are you? I've been a huge fan of Mike Menser, a bodybuilder from the 80s. In the 1980 Mr. Olympia competition, Mike was the favorite contender to win that year. However, Arnold Schwarzenegger entered the competition, and being retired from bodybuilding for 5 years. Sorry, I felt like I was gonna burp there. I'm so unprofessional. Arnold Schwarzenegger entered the competition after being retired from bodybuilding for 5 years. The end result was Arnold winning the 1980 Mr. Olympia and Mike ending up in 5th place. But many say and believe Arnold only won because of his influence with the judges. I'm not sure if you've done a deep dive on Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've done a mini reading to him for an AMA. If you want, comment on any video and I'll share it with you. He has influence, but also he has influence because they really, like, the club really likes perfect physical specimens. And he was already, one could say, like, indoctrinated in. So they kind of will always look out for their own. I think you are actually onto something here. And also I'm going to remind, every sport, irrespective of basketball, baseball, soccer, football, swimming, bodybuilding, jiu-jitsu, everything has professional figure skating, gymnastics, all of it. They are given a script, and that's it. They are literally given a script. So I remember, before I was even awake, I remember seeing a figure skater competing in the Olympics. She fell, an American figure skater, don't remember her name for the life of me. She fell in the short program. You know, they have 2 figure skates. There's the short and the long program. She fell in the short program. She had been professionally figure skating for, 15 years, okay? 15 years of professionally figure skating. It wasn't that she fell. Although, yes, if they're given a script that they're not meant to win, maybe that script also includes you're going to fall. It was what she said. And I remember hearing this, because I tell you guys, like, the truth has a certain resonance. You can tell when you hear the truth, and just like the truth has a resonance, something that's not honest has a certain resonance as well. Sometimes you can hear something and you're like, that's not true. I don't know how I know it. I just know it. It's because it's a resonance, right? I was still asleep at the time. I remember she did an interview after the short program, okay? What did she say? I will never forget this. She's like, I remember my coach. It was like, I think she fell on, like, at the Lutz. I remember the weirdest details. There's a jump in figure skating called the Lutz. You can do a double Lutz, a triple Lutz, whatever the fuck. There's different ways you can get into the Lutz. So she said, my coach said, like, it's such a, when you're awake, you see everything differently. Like, it makes me wonder, how was I ever at a point in my life asleep that I would have ever heard something like this and been like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so she's at the Olympics. She's been professionally figure skating for 15 years or more. What does she say? Oh yeah, my coach said, don't go into the Lutz with the arm up or the arm down because you're gonna fall. What did she do? She did the Lutz the way her coach told her not to do it, and that's why she said she fell. I'm sorry, what? So you're professionally figure skating for 15 or more years, and you're in the Olympics. This is when you decide not to listen to your coach. What? Today of all days, you're competing in the Olympics, baby. Why are you not listening to your coach? You had 15 years to play around and listen or not listen to your coach. And today's the day you decided you're not going to listen to your... What? Because it doesn't make sense when you're awake, right? Think about it. It does not make sense. I'm going to share something else with you guys. There's something called muscle memory. I'm practicing yoga for, I don't know, almost 25 years. There actually is a yoga competition, and I never would enroll in it because that's not the point of yoga. It's not to compete. We're all at our own pace. We're not competing, right? There actually is a yoga competition, which I would never compete in. But let's say there was a yoga competition that I was, for whatever reason, I was going to decide to compete in. How much brain power do you think I would need to put into doing a certain posture if I've done it 10,000 times in my life? How many times have these professional, whatever the fuck they are, have they done something? There's muscle memory. I don't need to think when I'm doing yoga how to get into warrior 1 or warrior 2 or how to do this or how to do... My body remembers. So this is me not even as a professional athlete, just somebody that's done a physical practice, a physical discipline for 25 years of my life. How the fuck do you mess that shit up? They don't. They're messing it up because maybe the script includes you're gonna fall. Maybe it doesn't include you're gonna fall.
Pyramid again?
Pyramid. Maybe it doesn't include you're gonna fall, but it's gonna be you're not having the best day of your life today. So you're just gonna do minor mess ups here and there. You're gonna turn, and here's the thing, they have to follow whatever, the judges have a list of their entire skating program. So if they turn a triple into a double jump, they get penalized because it's in the program and the judges are looking for certain things. So okay, you're not gonna have the best skate of your life. You're gonna mess up here and there. You're gonna do a double instead of a triple. This is how they ensure the outcome that they want, guys. Again, riddle me this. How does it make sense in anyone's mind that Shaquille O'Neal is known to be the worst free throw player in like the history of the NBA? How much was his contract? Why was he getting paid insane amounts of money if he couldn't even like sink a fucking free throw? Because again, muscle memory. It was written into the script of the character that he was going to play worst free throw shooter. That's the way it works. Every sport in the world, doesn't matter what country, doesn't matter what sport, doesn't matter, and it's college as well. It's all fixed. None of it is real. None of it. Absolutely none of it. Why did Simone Biles a few years ago decide that she wasn't going to compete? She's at the Olympics and she's like, oh no, I need to take a mental health day. I'm not competing. What? You see where I'm going with this, guys? Because it's all fixed. None of it is real. Absolutely none of it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That was a very, very long aside that I went into. I'm very passionate about telling you guys that no sports are real. KM, oh, definitely ordering her reports are insane. They're so good. I like the weekly lowdown on alignment transmits, like, oh, shut the F up on Monday because you're cranky. And she also gives you like the best days to manifest. The reports are fire. Cooper, in any way, Mike Metzer passed away in 2001 and has been a huge inspiration to me and would like to see if it's possible to see if his soul would like to share anything. Thanks in advance. What's the name? Mike Metzer. So it's interesting. He says, so he's actually talking to me a lot about contrast. He says, I can see I can see where I was seduced. I could see where I took things too seriously. I could see where now these are not his words. These are more my words, but I'm going to use them anyway because it's things that I've said to you guys on the channel. I think it's going to make more sense. But he's like, I could see where I became dysregulated. I could see where I blew things out of proportion. But then he's like, on the one hand, like I was very into the 3D, and now that I'm on the other side and I can see the higher perspective, I'm like, wow, that was very shallow of me. But then on the other side, I can actually understand that's the entire purpose. The pursuit is, in some way, for some people, it's what does it look like to master the 3D? Whatever that looks like. Some people want to master the academia. Some people, like for him, it was mastering the pursuit of, not from a sense of ego, but a sense of like mastery over the body, because it was for him all about the discipline. How can I discipline my body? So he says, what he wants to share with you is don't feel bad, don't feel guilty. Like sometimes when we're spiritually inclined or when we're spiritually awake, we could feel like, you know, a lot of people start to let go of the 3D in its entirety. You don't have to let go of it because that's part of why our souls chose to come here. They came here to have the 3D experience, whatever that means for us, right? What do you want to experience when you're here? Do you want to master something? Do you want to have different experiences? That's why we chose to come here. Don't feel bad. If you want to master getting into shape, that's amazing. Do it, because one day you're not going to have a body and you're not going to have the opportunity to do it. So do it now while you can. That's what he wants to share with you. And by the way, he was talking very fast, and that's why I was talking very fast. I was trying to keep up with him. Franca, thanks, Faye. That contract makes sense. I'm happy it does. Project 25, Faye, are the athletes Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese? So I'm going to tell you something about Caitlin Clark. She's a man. Caitlin Clark was born a biological male. So yes, she is in the club. Because what do we know when I looked into Dua Lipa? From Dua Lipa's point of view, the men, it is considered to be an honor for them to be chosen. And I'm going to do a whole video. It's, again, getting kicked down the road. I'm going to do an entire video on all of the gender bending that we see and the gender inversions that we see out in the world today. It's considered to be a big honor for them, and it's only if somebody is born in the club and they're a multi-generational club family. It is considered to be a huge auspicious honor for them to be chosen as a biological male to pretend to be a woman. So yes, and Angel Reese also yes. Steve, curling. It doesn't matter what sport it is, yes. Project 25, has Angel Reese been given a script of playing the villain? Yes, of course. It's a script. You got it right. Rumina, would you look into the singer J.C. Chazé, formerly of NSYNC? Was he blocked from a successful music career due to not being in the club? No, so he, you know, just like with the female bands, they're kind of like a cover for prostitution. It's the same thing with the male bands. But you can veto if you don't want to be used that way. Okay, maybe you're allowed to have, I don't know, I'm making this up, 25 vetoes in a year. He went way beyond 25 vetoes. So they actually blocked him from being more successful because of it. Because it's like, we cast you to be a prostitute. Who the fuck do you, the audacity of you, thinking that you could say no more than 25 times, we cast you to be a prostitute that pretends to be a singer. Who are you, the audacity on you? They blocked him from being successful because of it. Steve, why are we screwing the patriarchy? Project 25, does Serena and Venus Williams have thoughts about coming out to the world about their original? No, they're fully indoctrinated. Or have they, yeah, they accepted the role that they're playing, yeah. KM, figure skater, sounds like parental defiance. I will do exactly what you said not to because I don't want to do it anymore. Again, ordinarily I would say, yeah, okay, maybe. This is the Olympics. Like, seriously, you've been trained. How? The government doesn't pay for their training. They have to pay for it. How many thousands of dollars over a 14 or 15-year career are they paying? To then have some sort of defiance for their trainer that's trying to help them win a medal at the Olympics, for them to decide today I'm not going to do it. It doesn't make sense, right? How many thousands of dollars are they spending to become an Olympic level athlete? Steve, tell a hardcore sports freak their sports is as phony as wrestling and they snap right, yep, into the cognitive dissonance. That I've seen it happen every time except one time. And I said that to somebody and he thought about it. He's like, you know what? He's like, I think I've secretly thought about it, but I didn't want to accept it. And it makes sense now that you're saying it. Only one time did that ever happen and I was like, okay, so are you going to continue to watch sports? He said, yeah. I was like, okay, why? I'm like, is that your guilty pleasure? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, so that makes sense. That's like my friends that are totally awake and know that The Real Housewives is scripted, but they watch it anyway because it's their guilty pleasure, right? We all have our guilty pleasures, you know? That's also part of the 3D. Don't feel about them. Project 25. When singer R. Kelly made the film Trapped in the Closet, was he exposing the facts that he felt that he was trapped with his feelings and that it led to confusion? No. So R. Kelly, I looked into him. He was molested as a child by it could be a grandparent, I would say, or maybe like an older uncle. But it was definitely done by a male. And it confused him sexually. So the reason that he was sleeping with as many women as he did and that he basically had a harem was because anytime he had these uncomfortable feelings inside of himself, the only way because he didn't have healthy coping mechanisms. So due to the lack of healthy coping mechanisms, his unhealthy coping mechanism was, ooh, there's this uncomfortable feeling coming up inside of me. Let me fuck some girls so it'll make me feel better about my gender, about my sexual identity. So and here's also the thing, because he's so shut down, I do not, like any film that he made, I would be very, very suspicious of, because he's not in touch with himself. He's completely living out of alignment and he's completely shut down. He doesn't have self-awareness and he doesn't have self-knowledge. Because of that, anything that is told through his lens, take with a big ass, like as big as my Himalayan sea salt, but bigger. Like if there was a Himalayan sea salt as big as the sun piece behind me, take it with that kind of grain of salt. He doesn't have self-awareness and he doesn't have self-knowledge. Steve, anyone who spells Caitlyn like that, for reals though. Franca, is Kelly Rowland still going through being cloned? No, they have more than one clone of her right now. They definitely do. KM, Ice Skater, oh, I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous. Like, of all days, when you're at the Olympics, that's when you choose not to listen to your coach? Project 25, wow, this is crazy that the women we thought was born as women who became professional athletes aren't even women. This is so sad. We are taught and showed and told so many lies. Yep. And it's all by design too. It's all, when I do the gender inversion video, but here's also the thing, I have to do certain videos before it to kind of like lay the foundation and to lay the groundwork. But that's a video that and by the way, not only, here's the thing, I don't want you to take my word for it, guys. I am going to, part of that video is also going to include copious amounts of visual representations. I'm going to teach you how to see the biological markers between men and women. So when you see it, you're going to know. I don't want you, because again, don't take my word for it. I might tell you this is a man, a biological man pretending to be a woman. I'm going to teach you how to see it with your own eyes, because there are so many magazines, not just performers, there are literally fashion models that are biological males that are parading around as women. So you're going to see it and you're going to know. Because this is how we dismantle the matrix. By trusting what we can see with our own eyes, because they don't want you to trust what you yourself are seeing. They want you to abdicate any sense of autonomy and self-control over yourself over to the government. Is Angel Reese a biological woman? Yes, I would say so, but I think she's also a very masculine one. As in, I think she probably takes testosterone. Rumina, I have like a million questions about. Bring it, honey. I'm here for it. I'm not really a sports person, but I latched onto figure skating. Me too. I like the girly ones. I like figure skating and gymnastics. You know, those were my things. And again, I don't understand how the fuck I was so asleep before that. Like I mean, it's just mind-boggling, right? Project 25, Faye, do you think it's possible for a person to feel they were born in the wrong body because they prefer one gender over the other? Now, that's a really interesting question. So that's going to connect directly to transgenderism. Now, as I have shared with you guys, transgenderism does really naturally occur. There's two things happening in the world simultaneously. There's real transgenderism, and then there's the agenda of transgenderism. It really does naturally occur. Now, it was shown to me when I had looked into it as a attachment to a past life and the gender that the person had in a past life, and that from their perspective, they didn't get to have all the experiences of that gender. Maybe they crossed over them when they were young. A woman never got to experience, I mean, in the last most recent lifetime, didn't get to experience being a mother, so she comes into this lifetime as a biological male and it feels all wrong. So he is overly attached to this idea of an incomplete experience on a soul level. But again, it's denying, because they are overly attached, that the soul doesn't make a mistake, right? They say God doesn't make a mistake, the soul doesn't either. So the soul in this case was choosing a different gender for whatever reason, because again, when we're on the other side before we're born, we're connected directly to God. It's the most highly aligned version of ourselves. It's the wisest version of ourselves. So the soul doesn't make a mistake when it chooses to come in any sort of a gender. So that's when it happens on a naturally occurring basis. The agenda of transgenderism, though, is designed to confuse people because, again, as I have shared with you, the cabal hates us. They look at us like we're fucking cockroaches. Do you want cockroaches in your apartment? No, you want to kill them. Guess what? They want to kill us too. So this is just another way to get us to stop reproducing, right? I fucking hate you so much, I don't want you to reproduce. I don't want you to have children. We can have children, you can't have children. Rules for thee, but not for, rules for me, but not for thee. And then again, as I've shared with you guys, chaos is the calling card of Satan. So look at anything and ask yourself, does this cause chaos or not chaos? If it causes chaos on any level, you know whose hand's involved in it. It's satanic. Franca, will Blake Lively and Ryan settle the lawsuit with Justin Baldoni? I'll give you my personal opinion. I don't think so. Because I think they are both narcissists, and because they are both Blake and Ryan, I'm talking about our narcissists, they don't see themselves clearly. And narcissists have a shocking lack of self-awareness. So in Blake's mind, she doesn't understand that people genuinely don't like her. So in her mind, it's like, how could people not like me? I'm the great Blake fucking Lively. So there had to have been some sort of a campaign against me. Now here's the thing, the director of the movie doesn't want bad press to be released about the actress in the movie. That's not good for the movie, right? It doesn't, when you break it down piece by piece, it doesn't make sense that Justin Baldoni would have any sort of a smear campaign against Blake Lively. That's not good for the movie, right? Not good for the movie. But in her mind, because she doesn't have any level of self-awareness, she's like, how can people not love me? There has to be a smear campaign in place. Now again, here's the thing, because they don't have any self-awareness and they rewrite the rules of their life day by day, also in her mind, she doesn't, she really doesn't, again, not seeing herself clearly, she really is telling herself that she was essayed on the set. It doesn't matter if there's any evidence or not. Has she presented any evidence? No. Her entire case consists of because I said so. What now? Because I said so. You and me go into court, ain't no one going to take your side because you said so. There needs to be some level of, like, I don't know, evidence. In her mind, it's because I said so, and I'm the great Blake Lively, so because I said so, everyone has to believe me. So I think because of her narcissism, she's not going to want to settle. That's my personal opinion. If you want to know energetically, this is what happens when I'm either not being, when I'm being shown the same visual representation, when either I am not meant to know the answer, and therefore I am not meant to share it with you, or literally there's too many variables that there's no discernible one path that I can pick up on. If you've ever seen like a slot machine, you know you have to get 3 matching pictures, and it spins and it spins and it spins, and then you only win if 3 of the pictures are the same, right? So every time I either am shown that there's no discernible one path forward at this time, or I'm not meant to know and I can't share it with you, every time I look into it, I'm literally being shown like a slot machine. And the pictures are just going and going and going and go, because there's too many variables at this time, because it's based on the free will of Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Justin Baldoni, their attorneys, this one, that one. There's too many variables because there's too many people's free will that's involved in it. So I can only share my personal opinion, which is I think that Blake Lively is pot committed. I personally do not see her settling. Could I be wrong? Yes, absolutely. Do I think I am? No, because I know narcissism. Project 25. I used to think that because my preference was women, why I was born one was my parents raised me to think that being gay was wrong and against God. I personally would never transition because I love being a woman, but I used to question my gender because I was taught that being, oh, that's so interesting. So it's almost like you had a different kind of indoctrination that maybe, you know, it's almost similar to like the trans agenda, but the reverse of it. So interesting. KM are all aware that their biological gender was female and assigned male, or they always know. They always know, and they are told that it is the biggest honor for, if you're born in the club and you're a multi-generational, if you want, comment on any video, I'll send you the segment to the AMA in which I had looked into Dua Lipa. I had never heard this before. If you're a multi-generational club family and you are chosen as a biological male to pretend to be a woman out on the world stage, it is considered to be a supreme honor. So it's never done without their knowledge. It's presented in a way like this is the biggest honor we can bestow upon your family. And they don't do it with like new club recruits. It's only for like multi-generational club family members. Rumina was figure skater coach Frank Carroll in the club. He coached Evan Lysacek and Michelle Kwan, both Olympic medalists. No, he's just really a good coach, and he was a really good skater as well. I don't see that he himself was in it. No. Also, was Johnny Weir's flamboyant persona and his feud with Evan Lysacek a show for the media, or was it real? So I'm going to tell you they actually are really good friends. Now I can tell you they're actually good friends. Were they good friends back then, and were they hamming it up? I think they've become good friends in time. I think there was maybe like a little, I'm going to say maybe a little bit of both. I'm going to say maybe like a little bit frenemy kind of energy between the two of them. But I also think like, what's his name? Johnny Weir really is flamboyant. So I think he sometimes, is this a word, flamboyancy? like his flamboyancy almost influenced the way that he would act with people. And I feel like maybe Evan more just kind of like accepted it. Okay, maybe I oversold it. I don't think they're really good. They're friends. They're friendly, they're friends. I think more, because here's the thing, when I'm staying in the energy, I'm getting a more clear picture. I would say, yeah, I could see some frenemy kind of energy between the two of them, but they are friends, they're friendly. I'm not going to say they're like besties. They're friends, they're friendly, there's no animosity between the two of them. But Johnny really could be very influenced by this persona that, here's the thing, he is flamboyant, but it was also a very big persona that he was playing, and that would actually end up influencing him. Romina, oh well, that's good news. Oh good. Okay, guys, it's 9 o'clock here. If in like 13 minutes, I'm gonna have been on for 4 hours. I am starting to get hungry.
Mom.
Yeah.
Can you come grab me an lollipop?
Baby, I'm getting off in a few minutes.
Oh, no, come grab me an lollipop now.
I'll grab you an lollipop, but I'm really hungry, so I'm getting off in a few minutes
You're
anyway.
getting off?
Yes. I am gonna have, but here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna stay on if you have any other questions, and if not, then I will bounce. But if you have questions,
Mom?
please ask them now.
Mom,
Yes, honey.
How about this? Let's make a deal. Okay? You stay on until people stop asking questions.
No. I'm gonna actually honor what my body is telling me, and it's telling me it's hungry now.
Then eat on camera.
No, I'm not going to. I'm going to. Oh, everyone's saying good night now. Okay. So you know what? Hold on. Just hold on. I'll just say goodbye, and then I'll get you what you want, baby. Okay?
You're neglecting your child.
Oh, stop it. You're most welcome, Romina. Thank you, Simone.
Give me
I'm going to, hold on, I'm saying goodnight to everybody. Guys, by the way, you guys are amazing. You come, you spend your Friday night with me for hours on end. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you for choosing to spend your Friday night with me. You are most welcome, Franca. Yeah, Simone, haha, we know you don't neglect your child. Thank you. Your child, not child. You guys are amazing. Thank you for spending your time hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to remind you that Tuesday's video is a must-see. Trust the content creator. It is a must-see. Thank you again for being here, and I love you all so much. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and until next time, kisses, hugs, love, and your reminder, you know what I'm going to say, stay in the high vibration. Love you all. Good night, and until next time. Kiss, hug, high vibration.